Live in 3.
Yeah, welcome back to another episode of the Format Podcast Live, Wednesday night edition. Yes. Hope everybody's good. Right now we're gonna hold it up just a couple minutes and see if we get some people up in the chat. In the meantime, Transformer, was good with you, man? How you doing?
Man, not much, brother. Living a good life as always. Another day, another breath taken.
That's it.
Another dub by the Lakers, man. How you feeling?
Not mad at that. Dub by the Lakers, dub by the Celtics. The NBA can't ask for nothing better than that, right?
I mean, you're right. In that sense, you're right.
Good.
Yeah, in that sense, you're the two most storied franchises in NBA history. They both got a dub and opening night. That's pretty dope.
Yeah. Only thing better is if we see them wind up in the finals. That would be, obviously, that is what the NBA is built on.
You want to talk about, I'm not going to be able to be on a podcast with you for like a week and a half? Like, we're not going to be able to talk, bro. Don't talk to me.
You're not lying.
I'm not going to talk to you.
I'm lying.
Hey, if we have to make a truce before we start off. It's going to be, all right, guys, before we get started on the Format Podcast, me and Bryant right now are making a truce. Don't talk no Celtic, no Lakers. Until the finals is over, don't talk nothing.
When the finals is over, then we'll go back through the whole thing. But until then, we can talk about NFL, free agency, baseball, something. Now
we can talk about everything under the sun. Don't talk
everything
about them.
Under the sun. That's a fact. Oh man.
My wife, we was watching the Green Bay game, right? And because it was it was nerve-wracking. And I could see my wife, like, she went from cheering, and then I started getting pissed off. I started throwing my shirt, like I punched a box. She was just like, she got on her phone. She was like, "Oh my God, somebody come and save me! This man is about to go crazy." I'm like, so imagine if it's Boston Celtics versus the Lakers in the finals. Oof. I'm like, T, I'm honestly just gonna have to leave the house. Like, I can't be home. I'm not gonna be able to be home. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna have to be home. I'd rather put it on my phone and sit in the car.
Crazy, right?
Get me away, because I don't.
And you know what? Though we owe y'all one, because the last time we played y'all in the finals was God bless the dead. The Mamba did his thing, and y'all handled business. So yeah, I'm still not feeling too good about that. I respect it, but I don't like it. Tyler was good. How are you?
Tyler was good, baby.
But yeah, man, I respect it. Definitely don't like it, of course. Just like 08, you know what I'm saying? When we did what we had to do.
08 was like a pandemic type of year, right?
It wasn't no pandemic type year, man.
It was like a bubble. It was a recession.
Everybody
was broke. Yeah, man. Yeah, and Boston just got it the easy way, man. They truly got it the easy way. You got to be
kidding me, man. Yeah, whatever.
Just like, hey, we don't count the bubble championship for the Lakers. We ain't counting the Boston recession championship, okay?
That wasn't no recession chip, man. Listen, man, you're killing me. Oh my goodness!
All love, man. All championships count.
Respect
if they're logged, okay? They logged them, they count.
I guess we got to look at it that way. But
I will.
There you go. But we got some good topics for you all tonight. Obviously, it's Wednesday, so we're gonna do our pick 'em. Hopefully, G shows up and we can get him in on that. But he may not be here tonight. Then we have
what's up, Shannon?
Then we have Joel Embiid, and we got a lot to talk about with this guy. Then we, for our main topic of the night, we will talk about the history that was made in Hollywood last night. Because no matter how you feel about it, it was something that we may never see again, and so obviously that's a huge thing, right? We may never see that again.
True.
We most likely won't see that again. So just to acknowledge the I don't even know the word, but just to acknowledge how huge of a moment that was for a number of reasons. We'll do some talking about that. And then finally, we're going to talk about arguably the two best teams in the NFL, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. So it's going to be a fun show. It's going to be a fun show. No, there's no. No. Y'all are very good. You're not one of the best teams in the NFL right now. Nah, see, here you go.
What's the record, Bruce? What's the records? Okay,
5-2.
5-2.
Okay. Yes, I understand that, but right, you're not when the eye test says to me, y'all not one of the best teams in the league.
Okay,
You're very good.
just
You're
because
not
y'all
better than
not
the
gonna be
Lions yet.
opponents like that, you know what I mean? It's
No.
okay.
Okay. All right.
It's
All right.
okay. We're 5
Listen,
and
I'm
2.
not saying you can't be. I'm not saying you can't be. We're also 5-2. Just a better 5-2 than you.
Ow!
You just looking at the record, man. You see what we doing to people out here, man.
Hey, man, you know, a dub is a dub. I don't care if it's about 1 point or
That's true.
16. You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
A dub is a dub. You
That's
claw
true.
it
But
out. You know what I mean? Game of inches, baby.
All right. I mean, we do have the number 1 offense in the league, so that's huge.
And we got top 5 in defense. So, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying,
I'm surprised about that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
Yeah.
surprised. And we just added another piece. We're gonna make that a quick hit here shortly.
All right, let's do it. Let's So before we get to the quick hits, y'all, you know what time it is. Let's do that, and then we'll get this thing started. If you're here on YouTube and you haven't already, please make sure you go ahead, click that like, that subscribe, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept up to date whenever we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio-only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in The Format Podcast, and we should come right up. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you give us that like, that 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us. And finally, make sure you write it down, put it in your phone, set an alarm, do whatever you got to do to remember. Saturday nights at 7 p.m. we are live here on the Format Podcast, and we'll give you the opportunity to call in, talk to us, get at me. I love it. I can't. All right, team. All right. Well, let's get right to it. Let's get started with these quick hits. So, first one I wanted to address is the news that came out in the NFL this morning. And if you want, after this, guys, you can check the channel. I did a quick live on this, and I had Fox Sports NFL reporter Benjamin Arthur on to kind of talk about the impending trade between DeAndre Hopkins and Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. So, it appears that DeAndre Hopkins will be heading to the Chiefs for a conditional 4th-round pick, and that's huge in terms of giving Patrick Mahomes another weapon, because obviously that offense in Kansas City has been struggling. Your thoughts on this, Transformer?
Huge. All right, Kansas City definitely needed a receiver. They lost Juju Watkins for a minor injury, nothing as bizarre as the Rasheed Rice and the Hollywood Brown.
Juju Watkins? I mean, Juju Schuster.
Juju Smith. Did I say Juju Watkins?
You said Juju Watkins.
My bad. All right. Juju Schuster. I don't know why that sounded like it was right, though. Juju Watkins. It's
because she's right.
That's why. Yes. My USC girl. God damn.
Yeah.
All right. But Juju Smith-Schuster is down with a minor hamstring injury. He's looking more week to week than he is out for the season. Rasheed Rice and Hollywood Brown may not see the field this entire season. Hollywood Brown maybe only if and when possibly if Kansas City does make it to the finals or conference championship game. So it's a light possibility there, but they definitely needed a receiver. I think DeAndre Hopkins is still big time. I saw him play this year against my Green Bay Packers. And, you know, when you're throwing the ball and it's anywhere in this vicinity, he's like a Larry Fitzgerald. He's catching it, right? You know, you just got to give him those opportunities. And I think due to the lack of quarterback play, offensive scheme that's going on with the Tennessee Titans, that he just wasn't getting the ball, right? You know, you got to, give the man the targets at least to be able to make a big impact. Calvin Ridley, said something close to the exact same thing. I think he went one game where he had no targets until like the 4th quarter, in which he had like 8 targets. So everybody looked at the end result and was like, man, you had 8 targets. What are you complaining about? But it was all in the 4th quarter. He was like, well, keep me going early and I'll have a bigger impact. Yeah, rhythm. It plays a lot into this game that they love to play. So I think it's huge. I think as far as the contract, as far as the draft pick, the compensation, it was a very, very smart move by the Kansas City Chiefs. DeAndre Hopkins is going for a 4th rounder, conditioned upon if the Kansas City Chiefs make the Super Bowl. If they do not make the Super Bowl, it turns into a 5th round pick. So I think that's great for somebody with the caliber of DeAndre Hopkins. He was just off 1,000-yard season just the previous year, and you see when you give him the targets, he can make the big impact on your team, right? And that's something Kansas City, I'm not gonna say desperately needs, because we've seen them do a lot with less, but you add a talent like that truly puts them in the best situation possible on the offensive side of the ball. I know DeAndre Hopkins is happy. He's not going to say nothing about it. He hasn't been very, very vocal at all throughout his entire career. But you're going to know he's happy. He knows he's with a Super Bowl quarterback, Super Bowl team. Andy Reid, who is one of the best offensive minds this game has ever seen. Know he can scheme things open for him. They have a run game, and they have championship ambition. Not only that, DeAndre Hopkins is on his last year. So this is his last year in his deal. So he's going to be playing for two things, a championship and a contract, to get him more money in his pocket. So big move, man. Big move.
No, absolutely. I think it's a huge move. Now, obviously, this is not the same DeAndre Hopkins as he was in the past. Clearly. He's 33 years old. He's had a number of nagging injuries, but at the end of the day, this is a guy that, as we saw in the clips, he's got some of the best hands in the league. This guy's a 5-time All-Pro player earlier in his career. He's got 12,500 yards, receiving. He's probably a Hall of Famer. Like, if he's not, something's not right there, because he's basically hit those benchmarks that, Hall of Fame receivers need to hit. And really, he probably doesn't need to be young DeAndre Hopkins, but he just needs to be another reliable receiver for Patrick Mahomes. And because we see Travis Kelce is not quite the same, he's lost a step. His biggest thing is obviously his connection with Patrick Mahomes and how they can do things, especially in the third down area. So now you get a guy in DeAndre Hopkins, can run the entire route tree and can go deep, but he's not going to need to be a deep threat as much anymore, because they have Xavier Worthy on the other side. So he can open things up underneath, intermediate, Xavier Worthy be the deep threat. And of course, you still have the threat of, Hall of Fame, all-world tight end, Travis Kelce. I think it works, providing he stays healthy. And even to your point that you were making, if he doesn't stay healthy, the Chiefs haven't given up too much. So it's, I think it's a win-win. And we'll see. And so I think the biggest thing here, and we'll talk about this later in that final topic, I think the biggest thing is that it's my humble opinion that the Chiefs, Brett Veach is one of the best GMs in the game. I got a lot of respect for him, because he's not just resting on his laurels saying, okay, we're back-to-back champions. We have greater aspirations. We're trying to three-peat, do something that's never been done before. But I'm really looking at it and saying, okay, cool. Besides all of that, he wants Mahomes to have more weapons. He wants to help him, because he, as great as Mahomes is, and he always finds a way to make the play, he hasn't been playing up to his normal standards. So what do? You try to go out there and you try to get him some more help. And this could be really good. And I think it's just my opinion that this move is in direct reaction to seeing what the Ravens are doing over there. Because as great as Steve Spagnuolo and that defense are, and the fact that the Chiefs are undefeated, they also know that they are Isaiah Likely's big toe away from having a loss on opening night. And so that's my opinion. I think it's just, it was a smart move. It was a good move. But at the end of the day, man, I think it was in direct response to seeing how the Ravens are just running through people right now, literally and figuratively, right? And so they're
they're putting foots in everybody. Correct. Right? You're putting foots in them. So at that point, you're looking at it as in, okay, if we do run into the Ravens, this may be a shootout this time, right? We're possibly looking at a shootout. Now, I know Steve Spagnuolo is one hell of a defensive coordinator, but it's not much to say. It's tough to scheme up against a guy who's 250 running at you downhill like that. It's kind of tough to do that. You know what I mean? Your defense eventually is going to wear out. So you're looking at the possibility like, okay, this may be more of a shootout than we did, but we'll get into that later. I'm not going to beat a dead horse.
We sure will.
On one of the topics. So.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So next quick hit, just wanted to touch on this briefly, because we'll have a much more important topic on the other side of the NBA later. Boston Celtics open up their championship defense and just absolutely roll the New York Knicks. And we know this is a retooled New York Knicks team, so they probably still need, some game time and some reps to come together as a unit and be the team that everyone hopes they can be, everyone from the league office to New York City, etc. And so the Celtics pretty much smoke them, make an NBA record, tie an NBA record with 29 made three-pointers on the night. And I think they missed their last 13 or 15 because they were desperately trying to overtake the record for solo and hit 30. Yeah. But I didn't like that. You and I talked about it last night while that was going on, and it was kind of like, look, man, just let this come within the flow of the game, man. There's no reason to be, greedy out there doing that, because if they weren't trying so hard to get it, they probably would have gotten it. Your thoughts on that Celtics game last night?
I mean, you came in and did what you're supposed to do, right? You're the champs, and when do you supposed to win those games? Game opener. How about when we get our rings, right?
That's right.
You want to, give the fans something to celebrate about. You had Hall of Famers, Chris Paul, Jesus Christ, Paul Pierce,
Yes.
KG, and all those guys in the
Ray
building.
Allen was in the house.
Ray Allen was in the house. So you got so many Celtic legends that are watching you guys raise that banner. Number
That's
18,
right.
you took the lead over, most championships in history, whatever. But, in all seriousness, you can't go out there and have a bad game, especially against a team who's kind of makeshift, still trying to figure out who they are. The Celtics are still the same team, right? You didn't make any big moves. You basically said running back, something I wish that the Warriors did against LeBron, but we're not going to talk about that. But you basically said, hey, let's run this thing back. I think we got something big here, and I think we can improve on what we did last year. Since everybody thinks that we walked hand backwards into the finals, that we can just do this again with the same team. But
I mean, if we're real, the Celtics, we talked about it ad nauseum. They got a hell of a lot of breaks on the way to the chip. I got to be honest here, Transformer. They did.
No, they did. They got a lot of breaks. So at this point, you're in a more prove it. I do like how Jason Tatum, out of all people, came out and just put on a show. I'm looking at his numbers here. He had 37 points, 10 assists, 4 rebounds, 30 minutes.
Bro,
like, he didn't even play
8 of 11 from 3 last night.
8 of 11 from 3.
And I'm watching that, and I'm like, I wonder if G's watching this.
I believe my brother Edward Jackson already said something in the chat earlier about, hey, hopefully G, where G at? I know he saw Jason Tatum turn from a light-skinned brother to a brother. Yeah,
G's the anti-Tatum, as we all know. But it was a good game to start the season. The Celtics did what they needed to do, and 1-0, much like your Lakers, who we will discuss a lot later on in the show. So good stuff. And you had one more quick hit?
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Okay, so just about a week and a half ago, the Jets made a big move, terrible move, in my opinion.
I agree.
They fired their coach, Robert Saleh, after they went 2-4 with a loss overseas in London to can't remember what the team was. All right, but they lost week 6 in the overseas London game, and they came back, and they basically said, Robert Saleh, you're not allowed in the building, right? Yeah. So you do all that just for Robert Saleh to all of a sudden travel to Wisconsin, see Coach Matt LaFleur.
That's his buddy
on the staff, right? If you guys don't know, Coach Matt LaFleur is one of the reasons why he has a head coaching position, thanks to Robert Saleh and the insight and making connections. It's all a camaraderie when it comes to that side of the football. Coaching is what I mean, but. He's the reason why he has a job, and I think Matt LaFleur definitely saw the blasphemy that happened in the New York Jets and Robert Saleh, how they treated Robert Saleh, and kind of made him the scapegoat for Aaron Rodgers, who's just not been playing up to par at all. In the offense, who's not been playing up to par, and what do I call him? Nat can't hack it. Nat couldn't
can't hack it. That's right.
Couldn't dial up any offensive scheme that what he was known for in Green Bay, but somehow can't do it in Denver. Nor New York, something's weird there. But anyway, Robert Saleh is now gonna have a frugal role in the Green Bay Packers locker room, looking at the defense.
I think that's what he said. A fluid role.
What did I say? Frugal?
Yeah, you said frugal.
The wrong word. A fluid role. If you guys follow the Green Bay Packers, he was actually watching our offense play today. So Matt LaFleur definitely wants him to take a look at our offense and scheming. Not that, he's going to be talking more about the offense, but he wants Robert Saleh to dial up what we are looking at or what we expect to look at when we're looking at defensive schemes. So more of that that extra toolbox, tool in the toolbox to kind of like, okay, well, if you guys are looking at these looks, this is the play that we need to call. I think that's going to be huge for Jordan Love, huge for the young receiving core that we got. If you have a great defensive mind like that on your sideline, telling you like, no, son, this is what you need to be looking at, right? This safety is actually going to be biting off. Look at his back foot. Look at the way he's angled. Look at that hand signal. Look at the check. Look at this double safety in the back. Watch one drop. Watch that linebacker fall into the seam or chase after the running back. Like, it's so many things that as a defensive coordinator looking at the offense, that makes your offense that much better. So I think it's going to be a big move for the Green Bay Packers as they're 5-2 right now, just beefing up that offensive side of the football and making that run, man. And NFC North is getting real scary out here, bro. Getting real scary. But very. Robert Saleh got a job already, just that quick.
That's good stuff. I hope they're not paying him.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we're not. Jets are paying him.
That's right. I was about to say, because if they start paying him, then the Jets, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Probably, I mean, I think that's why they didn't label any role.
Right.
He's just there, right? Like he has a fluid
helping out.
role
Right.
on the team. Yeah.
No doubt.
But yeah. Because I mean, we have a great defensive coordinator. I wish before we got Jeff
Jeff Hapley from Boston College, I believe.
Jeff Hapley. And Jeff Hapley's doing one hell of a job this season.
Yeah, he is.
Like I said, we're top 5 defense the way we're running right now.
Yeah,
so
and taking the ball away left and right. Yeah, that's
taking
beautiful.
the ball away left and right. So I don't think he's going to be looking at the defensive coordinator role, but definitely something like that will definitely boost your offense, man. But yeah, absolutely. Robert Saleh is a Packer, I guess.
Cool. Couple of things I wanted to just answer some stuff from the chat. Laker Nation says, Bruce, why are your Celtics taking shots at my Lakers? I'm not familiar with that, man. What was going on there? Did you know anything about that, Transformer? I'm not even trying to be funny. I wasn't aware of any shots being taken. I don't know what that is.
Idea. Maybe Paul Pierce said something at the ceremony?
Probably.
Knowing him.
Paul Pierce. Yeah. Which is so funny because he grew up loving the Lakers. He's an Inglewood guy,
Correct.
And then he goes to Boston.
Put on a green. Yeah.
I like that.
Tatum is a Cali boy, ain't he?
No, Tatum's from St. Louis.
St. Louis, guy.
He's from St. Louis.
I thought he was a Cali boy. He grew up a Kobe fan, though. That's what he was.
Everybody grew up a Kobe fan.
Yeah.
Edward Jackson, yes, Navy does play Notre Dame this Saturday at noon, I believe, on ESPN.
That's why I was for him.
We can't afford another loss. We need to go out there and monkey stomp these dudes. So
go out. Nah, go Navy. Yeah, go out. No, go Navy. Yeah, let's go.
First of all,
okay, be honest with you. I'm gonna ask you one quick question, Bruce.
Yes.
If Navy wins, are we doing a show Saturday night?
Yeah, we have to. And okay. I gotta come on this show and eat crow and give you all due respect. Because no, in all seriousness, they're capable of doing it.
Yeah, they look good. Them and the Army team, they both look good.
Yeah, they look good this year, but not even that. Like, it's so difficult to play that team because they play both of the service academies, they play so differently than everybody else in college football running that triple option type specialty offense. It's difficult to prepare for because it's just, it's like one game out of the year. So it's tough. Yeah, Tyler, this was interesting. We did talk about this. So what happens is, well, first of all, Navy's not winning this week. So let's stop that. But
yes.
In all seriousness, if because I do, Notre Dame actually plays both Army and Navy this year, and I believe they will beat them both. But let's say Navy wins this week because Navy has upset Notre Dame. Maybe 8-10 years ago they upset them. Anyway, it is possible. So let's say Navy wins and then Navy and Army. So this is interesting. The last game of the year, Army and Navy play. They're the leaders. Right. They're the two leaders in the American Athletic Conference. So they will probably be playing one another for that conference championship. And then because of that final game of the year, the normal Army Navy game, they'll play each other again that following week. So that's cool. So depending on how it all shakes out, if Boise State slips up, the winner of that Army Navy game could possibly be the group of 5 highest ranked, if they can make it into the top 12, which I'm pretty sure the powers that be will try to keep them out. They don't like little guys getting in. But if they could do that, they would be into the playoff, and that would be amazing as the highest ranked group of 5 representative. So I think it would be really cool. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't believe that either one of them is going to beat Notre Dame. And then, so somebody's going to have 2 losses, right? Because Army and Navy, somebody's going to have to beat each other there. And then, the Notre Dame games. But it's going to be great. This is one of the best college football seasons I've seen in a while. Super exciting. And you can check the show I did on that yesterday with Ryan Langford. So anyway,
2016. That was the last time Navy beat Army. I mean, Navy beat Notre Dame.
What did I say? 8 years ago, right?
Yeah, we said 7 to 8 years ago.
There you go. So, all right. You ready to rock and roll with these topics, man?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. Let's pick them.
All right. So we're going to move on over to the next segment here, the first segment here. The week 8 pick 'em. All right. Last week we had one hell of a week, and Gino and Bruce went 10 for 15, meaning they got 10 out of the 15 games correct, while I had a 11 out of 15. So I don't care if it's an inch or a mile. Thank you.
Congrats, Transformer. Congrats. You took
First
the week.
of all, I want to thank God. He put me here.
He put me in this position.
He put me in this position to
Right.
have the brain and the mind, the foresight to just think and make the right picks. All right, but no, we're going to move on over to week 8.
Yes.
A lot of games where I think a lot of us is going to be actually, I think a lot of us are going to have most of the same logic and thinking here. There's a lot of games where I think it's going to be more one-sided than I think it's going to be actually some good games. I only got 4 actual good games this week. But we're going to start off with Thursday night. Minnesota is going to be traveling to Los Angeles and the Steel Cooper Cup field team and Matt Stafford. Even though I'm hearing rumors that he may be on his way to Detroit, but we'll see about that. I mean, not Detroit, Minnesota. So this is actually going to be a very good game right here as far as that retrospect. But Minnesota travels to the Los Angeles Rams. Bruce, who do you have, brother?
I've got Minnesota here. The Rams still they're facing a lot injury-wise, and I think they are retooling this season. Sean McVay doesn't strike me as a give up kind of guy or anything like that. They're retooling and they're getting it back right. And Minnesota has been playing some of the better football in the NFL all year, and coming off of their first loss last week, it should be a good one. But I've got Minnesota.
All right,
they got more healthy weapons, and Brian Flores. That defense is crazy. So let's see if we can bottle up my man Kyron the Siren. Go Irish.
I tried to get him, Chad. I tried to get him before he even said it. But he got it in there first, pause. But no, I think you're right. Minnesota just had.
Whoa. That was bad.
Hey, I tried to speed past that one real quick. I was like, no, pause, man. Just keep going.
Oh.
But no, I agree with you. Minnesota just they have the weapons. They have the tools. They just came off of a narrow defeat, field goal game-winning field goal for the Detroit Lions. So I think you're coming in this game with a little bit more sense of urgency. I think for the remainder of the season, there's going to be a full sense of urgency every single game for anybody in the NFC North. I think all 4 teams are going to be like, every game we got to win because
that's right.
Everybody's good, right? It's not like you have any bottom dwellers in your in this division. The worst team in this division is 4-2, right? So you're looking at this game like, okay, now we're 5-1. We tasted that. We tasted that defeat. We finally not undefeated no more. So the pressure off of your back is right there. So, but we got Green Bay right behind you at 5-2. So you don't want to go in here 5-2 and then Green Bay beats Jacksonville, which is more likely going to happen. Now they're 6-2. Now the roles have just flipped that fast. You went from first in the division to third in the division in a matter of 2 weeks. So I think they come in with a little bit more sense of urgency in this game. So I'm with you, man. I got Minnesota.
Nice.
We're going to move on over to Sunday. Oh, man, G is not here. Thank God. All right. We're going to go with Baltimore travels to Cleveland in the Jameis Winston game. I believe he's going to be starting this game. But in Baltimore, just came off of curb stomping the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who do you have in this game?
I've got Baltimore fairly easily. Cleveland is just not good at all this year. And there's also a change in their offensive play calling. Kevin Stefanski is no longer calling the plays. I believe it'll be Joe Brady. So there's that. Nick Chubb is back, but he's not back to being Nick Chubb. So yeah, I got Baltimore. I don't know if I see anybody slowing down this buzzsaw offense right now. They are really, really clicking. And I think that's Baltimore easy.
No. I definitely agree with you. All signs point to pick the team that just are rolling, right? Don't pick the team that are currently getting rolled on.
That's right.
Right. So
that's right.
It's nothing to it here. Cleveland is in shambles right now. I know Jameis Winston is going to come out there and play with more of his heart. He's definitely that type of kid. Go Florida State, go Noles, but it's just not enough. That Baltimore offense is just clicking at all cylinders. Lamar Jackson just had a 5-touchdown, no interception game. Derrick Henry could take off for 40 yards one play and then 3 yards the very next play. You don't know which one you're going to get, but you got to be prepared for him the entirety of the game.
That's right.
And I don't think Myles Garrett wants them problems right now. He doesn't want to have to keep trying to, go after him. So I definitely got Baltimore in an easy one here. Moving over, next game, Tennessee and the
Lions.
Mason Rudolph. Yeah, Mason Rudolph. That's what I'm trying to think of the quarterback.
Okay.
Rudolph, I believe, is going to be the starting quarterback in Tennessee, who they just traded off DeAndre Hopkins. He's going to be traveling to Detroit to play Jared Goff. I almost said Geo Goff.
Yeah.
Who do you have, brother?
Detroit, easy, man. That's a good football team, man. That is a very good football team, and Tennessee is just, I don't know. It appears all signs are pointing towards them kind of throwing it in for the year and just trying to do the best they can to get through the season, and then hopefully seeing what happens in the offseason, whether it's free agency or the draft. But this is not a very good football team as it stands right now. So Lions.
No, I'm definitely I'm with you on that. That's simple. Better team. Tennessee has nothing going for them, so I'm just gonna move on from that one. Next game, Arizona and Kyler Murray travels to what I believe is going to be the comeback game for Tua. All signs are pointing towards that he's actually going to be playing this game. They've already designated him to return, so he's eligible to play this game. And I think they're in a more desperation attempt to make a comeback. So Arizona versus Miami in Miami. Who do you have?
I actually have Miami in this one. I believe Tua's going to play, and that leads me to pick Miami. I'm not a believer in Tua, but from what we've seen since he's been out, he clearly makes that offense go. Clearly. I don't think there's any denying that. And so I was one of those people that said, don't pay him. I think I need to step back off of that. Because it's clear what happens when you don't have that guy. You know, he makes it go. And so, I'm going to go with Miami here. Yeah, I'm going to go with Miami. Arizona is so they're so up and down. They're super inconsistent this season. So I don't have any reason to put any trust in them that they will get something done, especially in a road game, traveling all the way across country. So yeah, I'm going with Miami here.
I'm a roll with you on that one. I think this is going to be more so a do it for Tua game, right? If he attempts to make that comeback, and this is going to be the game that he comes back, then I think it's going to be, Tyreek Hill more of like a thank God you're back, because I haven't had a game since you left, right? I haven't had a game. Just throw it. Just wherever you do, just throw it. I'm catching it, bro.
I'll go get it.
I'm going to get it. You know what I mean? And I think, Jalen Waddle and them boys are just going to be very, very ecstatic to have that quarterback play back, somebody who knows the quarterback room, because it's not like he was injured, right? It's more of a concussion. So he can still, like, all of his mobility work. It's nothing wrong with his body. It's his brain, right? It's just more of a, an impactful blow to his head. So they're like, hey, we know you can come back and you can still launch it, right? He's probably been launched in practice. Like, hey, you already know what to do. We're coming off hot. So I definitely think this is going to be one of those type of games for those guys. So I got Miami as well. I think we're probably going to have more than likely the same bracket.
Crazy, right?
It's a lot of, I would say it's a lot of one-sided games this week.
Yeah,
right?
It seems like a lot of chalk this week.
Yeah. So I think this is going to be the good time to get those bets in, fellas. So from here, the New York Jets and the Robert Saleh Jets travel to New England and travel and play at 1:00. You got Jets in New England.
So I'm thinking the Jets finally get one here. Another week, Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams reconnecting. Another week of them, the Jets trying to tweak this offense and get things rolling again. Another week of trying to incorporate Bryce Hall, because he's a problem. Obviously, they just got to figure out how to make that work. Another week of New England just not having enough. This game will be closer than you think, though, because obviously, what's my man's name? Gerard Mayo. He called that team out this week. And so if you're a bunch of men, and we know that the NFL is full of alpha males, if you're a bunch of those, you're going to take offense to that. And even if they lose, they will probably lose closer. But I tell you what, they've got to be careful, because I think, the Jets have to be careful, because I think based on what we saw, the Patriots might have something in this kid, Drake May. They've got to get him some weapons, obviously, but they may have something there. So the Jets got to be careful and get after him.
No, I 100% agree with Drake May. I think from the last two games that I've seen him play, they want him to air it out, but it's like they're kind of holding him back, like, not yet, right? But I'm seeing him make some great throws. Obviously, he's mobile. He can step out of the pocket and go get you a 5-6 yard scramble, more of like a Brock Purdy-esque type of scrambles that I've been seeing from him. But I think the sky's the limit with that guy. I mean, they get a top pick, or they end up getting the number 1 pick. That's going to be kudos to them, because now you necessarily don't need Shadir Sanders, you can trade that back and get a boatload of picks, get you a tackle,
right.
get you a weapon, get you a receiver, and have a boatload of picks for whoever needs Shadir Sanders. Even though you would want Shadir Sanders, but that's not the market to put him
I tell
in.
you what, I think Carolina's probably going to be looking for Shadir Sanders.
Oh, no, absolutely. But I'm just saying, because I think they're both tied for the same record. So, God forbid, either one of them win another game. I don't see it on their schedule unless they're playing each other. That's going to be pretty cool to watch the trash bowl of the season. But I'm going to roll with you on this one. Jets, I think, Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, they look themselves in the mirror and they're like, okay, all right, now we get a full week. Let's go out here. Let's go out here and make a show. So,
Edward Jackson, that's Hassan Reddick, and he's back. I think he signed a 1-year deal, and they set it up so that basically that deal will pay for all the fines and stuff he's accrued. So,
Correct.
Correct.
And you got Hassan Reddick. So,
say again.
No. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, hopefully the Jets will be able, for their sake anyway, to work something out long term with him after the season's over. So we'll see.
Oh, gosh. Bad moment for Wiseman. He possibly tore his Achilles in the season opener.
Damn.
I was wondering why my thing was going off.
You never want to see that.
Yeah, you don't. That's sad. Let me see. Pacers center won't return in opening game. Has a non-contact injury, so that screams Achilles. Unfortunately.
ACL,
something. But but I'm getting feedback from a bunch of my other sports watchers. They're texting me saying this looked like it's Achilles. But moving on, we're not going to spend too much time on that one. This game, I think, is going to be one of the better games of the week. But I do have my pick. Curious where you're going to go with this one. Atlanta travels to Tampa Bay at 1:00 p.m.
So this is really tough. If you had asked me this on Wednesday, not Wednesday, if you'd asked me this during the day on Monday, I would have said Tampa Bay, right? But now you got Chris Godwin, who looks like he's done for the year. Yep. Mike Evans looks like he has some knee injury. So two of Baker's biggest weapons. That's going to be a tough one. I think, I want to say it's a division rivalry game.
Correct.
Tampa Bay lost the last one to Atlanta in Atlanta, and I would have said Tampa Bay. Baker, touchdown maker. I don't know what he's going to be able to make without his top two guys. I will say.
If Bruce had hair, y'all, Bruce will be losing it right now.
We're losing it right now. I will say the logic says go with Atlanta. That's what the logic here says.
Yeah.
Man, forget that, man. I've been going chalk the whole way. Go
with Tampa.
Baker, touchdown maker. Let's get it.
Yes. I'm seeing it turning. It's like, the wheel is turning. The hamster just needs to hop on the wheel, man, and get the running. Oh man. Okay, so you have Tampa. Tampa, Baker, touchdown maker. I'm gonna go finally have a different opinion than you. I think Atlanta takes this one easily. Atlanta also just came off of a losing game just this past week. I believe it was Seattle. All right, they had a game where turnovers kind of killed them that game. I believe Kirk Cousins turned the ball over a total of 3 times with 2 interceptions and a lost fumble. So I think at that point you're looking yourself in the mirror. Like I said, Kirk Cousins is one of those regular season quarterbacks where he'll have a bad game. If he have a bad game, bet the house that the next game he's going to have a shootout or he's going to have some type of great game during the season. Like I said, during the season, that's Kirk Cousins' lane. But I think it's going to be tough for Baker. As you saw, he was just distraught when Chris Godwin went down. It's going to be a dislocated ankle. More than likely, they're saying he's out for the season.
Yeah, that thing looked bad the way it was twisted when he was laying down there.
It was bad. I think they were looking at it as a hip drop tackle. I didn't see any hip drop going there. I just think it was just a game. It's a game tackle. And
what are defenders supposed to do?
Yeah.
What are defenders supposed to? They're taking out anyway. Let me not kill on that soapbox.
I said, look, they're just looking at it. The proper protocol. Somebody mentions it, and like, okay, well, we got to review it. Let's make sure we get it right. And I think the only thing that'll happen is that the defender would just get a fine. That's all it'll be. But yeah, I think Atlanta has something to get off their shoulders. We've seen them do it before. I think that was the 500-yard game. The last time that these guys played. I'm not expecting 500 yards, but I am expecting Kirk Cousins to get it right this time. And I think Jamel Dean may be out, so Bucks are also down some defensive players as well. So they just have a lot going bad for them at the wrong time of the season. So yeah, I got Atlanta there. Moving on over, we have in what I hope to be my game of the week. This
really
is a rookie battle. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which one are you looking at? You might be looking at a different game.
Green Bay, Jacksonville.
Oh, no.
What are you talking about?
No.
Okay.
Wait. You had Tampa. Let me unclick that. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong one. Chicago and Caleb Williams is going to be traveling to Washington, in which I hope Jaden Daniels is going to play. But as of right now, I haven't really heard anything. Have you heard anything about that?
I haven't.
Okay. So this one is a toss-up for me. So if Jaden was playing, I would pick Washington.
Yeah, easily.
If he's not playing, I'm going to go with Chicago.
Who did Washington beat last week, though?
They lost last week.
They won. Jaden Daniels went out early. Marcus Mariota came in.
Carolina, though, man.
Okay, because I was like, I think they smoked somebody last week, even without him.
So. Dog walked them. It was
cool.
Carolina, and I think Andy Dalton went out that game. No. Andy Dalton's not going to play this week. Excuse me, but they just
so we back to Bryce Young.
Yes, this week. Yeah, I think it's gonna. I think he was involved in a car accident or something like that.
Oh, okay, that's not.
Yeah. So
him and his family. That's right. I read that. Yeah.
Pray for him and his family. Hope everything's okay. But he's not going to be playing this week. They have already announced that Bryce Young is going to be starting the quarterback this week.
Well, that's enough. Anyway.
All right, but who do you got, man? I think I might wait until Saturday night to finalize that one.
So this is Washington and
Chicago.
Washington and Chicago.
Yeah.
That's tough, man. That's tough. Chicago's playing really good defense. Caleb looks like he's beginning to kind of fit in with things and kind of understand and get used to the speed of the game. I'm gonna go with Chicago here. I just if Jaden Daniels was playing, I think it would be Washington. I'd be very confident about Washington, but I think I'm gonna pick Chicago.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. Like I said, if Jaden's playing, it's easier for me to pick Washington. But Marcus Mariota, I don't expect him to do it twice against that Chicago Bears defense.
Right.
And I expect them to get it done. Even though Washington does have a great defense of their own. But I think, I
don't think it's great. I don't
think it's great. It's just good. Yeah. Like it's just good enough, right? So I'm gonna go with Chicago for now. Something can change Saturday night if I hear that Jaden Daniels is playing. All right. Moving on to the final 1:00 game. Oh no, I'll take that back. I'm lying. Green Bay and Jordan Love and 5-2. Beautiful. Green Bay. Go Pack, go. Excuse me.
The green and gold, but anyway.
Excuse me. All right.
Oh man, can't we just skip one? I think it's a foregone conclusion.
I just wasn't. It wasn't feeling good in my spirit to not just have my colors on when I made this pick. Green Bay, man, by a long shot, man. Green Bay.
If I wear a navy shirt, I'd take that off too. You're saying. Oh man.
But Green Bay travels to Jacksonville, man, right up the street from where you live and down the street from where I live, man. Who you have?
Oh, Green Bay easily. 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns? I like
Trevor Lawrence going to give him a couple. The Green Bay defense is opportunistic, that secondary there, and Trevor Lawrence is not good. So I think he's going to give him a couple.
No, I agree. Our defense wasn't able to get any takeaways last game. I think
so. They're going to be hunting for it.
They're hunting.
Right. Yes,
they're going out, boy. They got their camouflage on. They got their rifle.
Yep.
got their
the ghillie suit.
Got the ghillie suit, bro. They out there ready. They're hunting. I think McKinney's definitely hunting for one. Rashawn Gary, he wants another sack, and I think they're gonna. I expect a lot of pressures coming at Trevor Lawrence this week, so I think it's just gonna be an ugly game for him. But I got Green Bay in a long shot.
First of all, Laker Nation, this is not my hometown. That's one. I just live here. This is absolutely not my hometown. So
military brought us here.
Right. But no, there's no nah.
My hometown, for you, so you can know, Laker Nation, is Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So I was actually born. I had to be a Green Bay fan. If not, I was going to be disowned by family. So unfortunately, they didn't care about the Bucks as much. So as I grew up, by the time I turned 6 years old, I saw Kobe Bryant's name on the TV. My name is Bryant, actually, by the way. And so when I saw that, I used to always point and be like, yo, that's me. I'm playing. And so just so happened, I inadvertently picked probably the greatest Laker of all time, but one of the best players of all time.
Is that definitive? And I have, how I feel about Kobe, but is it? I know. Let's try not to get too sidetracked. Is it definitive that he's the greatest Laker of all time?
I think the impact will make him that way.
I would think that would be magic, though.
As far as what people are going to remember the most, right? Right. I think in this era of basketball, you look at Kobe as that. Like I said, he's the second best thing compared to what we call the greatest thing, right?
Okay.
He's the next best thing. So I think with that retrospect, you look at Jordan, you're like, man, what's the closest thing we've ever seen to a killer like that? You're like, Allen Iverson to stand up and be like, hey, pick me. Kobe Bryant. What are we saying?
Iverson always talks about Kobe.
Yeah, he's like, hey, Kobe, pick me to answer that question. You know what I mean? So I think that's what you're looking at, as far as shut up, Edward. I was raised in the M, but I ain't root for no damn Memphis teams. But
I was born in Washington, D.C. I have never been a Redskin, Washington football team, Commanders fan ever. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's just whatever. But yeah, and I'm not mad at anyone who says that Kobe is the greatest Laker. I'm fine with it. Me personally, I think it's magic, though. What he did for the Lakers, what he did for the league, along with Bird, of course. I mean, that would be, So anyway,
I won't argue that at all.
Right.
But yeah. But anyway, moving on. You gonna make me jump right into the NBA bandwagon. Here we go.
That's coming.
So the next game is at Indianapolis Colts. They're going to be traveling to Houston, and we're still at 1. It's a lot of 1 o'clocks this week. Jesus. Indianapolis going to be playing Houston. Who do you got?
Edward Jackson. No, never the Wizards. I told you, I've been a Celtics fan since I was in 3rd grade. Like, that's just what it is. I don't like any of the Washington teams, oddly enough. But anyway, what game was that, Transformer? I'm sorry.
Indianapolis and Houston.
Indianapolis and Houston. I got Houston. Coming off that tough loss to your Packers.
Yep.
CJ Stroud had arguably the worst game of his professional life career, and so I think they're going to get.
Yeah, it was. It was clear.
Yeah, it was bad. So I think they're going to get back in good form, and I'm going to go with Houston here.
No, I 100% agree. I don't like Anthony Richardson starting, so I'm picking anybody that's at least competent enough to beat Anthony Richardson in that team. I just think he's just not ready, and that puts him in harm's way. I think Houston's defense is a little upset that they let that one get away from them. A game that they think they should have won in Green Bay, and they let Jordan Love walk him down the field and get in position to make that field goal game-winning kick. And like you said, CJ Stroud was pissed off. I'm not sure if you guys watched it, but he was on that sideline. He was upset. That man, he was like, I can't get nothing. Like, the pressure's on me. Line isn't holding up. My receivers can't get open. And I don't think Indianapolis has that type of defense to stop an angry CJ Stroud. So I think that's an easy one for me.
Yeah.
Final 1 o'clock. This is going to be a little bit closer than I think. It's going to be the New Orleans Saints traveling to Los Angeles with.
That's a 4:05.
That's a 1.
That's a 4. That's a 4 o'clock game.
Oh, do I have it wrong?
Yeah, it says 4:05 p.m.
Oh, it does? Oh, well, my pick'em sheet definitely has it as a 1 o'clock. So, all right, we're moving on over to the 4 o'clocks then. I guess mine is wrong.
Good.
Yeah, New Orleans Saints are going to be traveling to Jim Harbaugh. I always get it backwards, don't I?
John.
God damn it.
Jim is the Ravens. Jim is no. You're right. Yeah. Jim is the Chargers. John is the Ravens. Pardon me.
All right, there we go. I got it right this time. I always get them backwards. All right, so Jim Harbaugh and the Los Angeles Chargers who actually just came off of a loss against the Arizona Cardinals. But who do you have?
I got the Chargers here. The Saints are beset by injuries, and they're still dealing with they still have the rookie quarterback, and I'm glad Spencer Rattler's getting his reps, but they are going to throw the kitchen sink at him. Jesse Minter's an outstanding defensive coordinator, and they're going to be physical. They're going to run the ball, and they are going to attack Spencer Rattler. So I got the Chargers here bouncing back off the loss.
I 100% agree with you. I think, I mean, they'll just be little with injuries, man. I think Alvin Kamara has a broken hand or a fractured hand. So if you lose him, then that's all your offense right there. You lose your receiver. What's his name? Rashid? Is it Rashid? Rashad? I forget how you pronounce his name.
Yes. Yes, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I think it's Rashid. Yeah. But you lose him for the season. Olave, he's still banged up a little bit. So who is the kid going to be throwing to? All right, who is he going to be handing the ball off to? So I think that just spells trouble. And one thing you know about Jim Harbaugh, he's going to run the air out of that damn football. So and he has a more competent quarterback in Justin Herbert. Even though I think at this point you might as well trade him because that's just to me he doesn't fit right. Justin Herbert is not the Jim Harbaugh offensive scheme type of quarterback. I think more like a Malik Willis style or like a what's his name, Bo Nix, more of a scramble type of quarterback would be more of a better opportunity for the Los Angeles Chargers. So I'm curious to see what Jim's going to be doing over the next couple of years. But I do have the Los Angeles Chargers taking this one over. Moving on. Do you have anything else on that? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, man, you're good.
Okay. All right, moving on. We have the Buffalo Bills, another one of the better games of the week. Buffalo Bills going to be traveling to the Seattle Seahawks. Good one.
I'm gonna go Buffalo here. I like Josh Allen now having Amari Cooper further opening up that offense. Your guy Keon Coleman from Florida State. Yes, he is. You can see he's starting to come into his own. I think he had like 4 for $125 last week to lead the Bills receivers. So that's going to be a nice little 1-2 punch there. I would prefer they ran the ball a little better, not a dominant run team. So they got to be ready for Kenneth Walker III. They're going to be bringing it with Seattle, but this is going to be a good game. I'm going to go Buffalo here. Yeah. I think it can go either way. I'm going to go Buffalo though.
Yeah, I like Buffalo as well. Like you said, adding Amari Cooper, he has that definitive number one option, right? And I think now that you give him that, it takes a lot of pressure off of Keon Coleman. And Keon Coleman's like, okay, all right, now I can develop more into this role of being that, close to number one or eventually number one, because I don't think Amari Cooper's going to be there long. But, walking into instead of just coming in as like, okay, now I am the number one. I'm going to have to learn this kind of the hard way. And I think Amari Cooper takes that pressure off of him. I do want to see James Cook get the ball more. Definitely want to see him run the football a little bit more. But I think they do have enough. And Josh Allen is right now, the man can't even, like, from a guy who used to turn over the ball every game, sometimes twice a game, the man can't turn over the football. Man is yet to throw an interception. So I think,
isn't that crazy?
He's not putting the ball in harm's way. So, I mean, I like that for him. So I'm curious to see if he keeps that streak up. So I got Buffalo in this one as well. All right.
So that's funny. G got on me for calling Josh Allen the top 5 quarterback in the league and said that you can't be a top 5 quarterback if you're always top 3 in interceptions, but he hasn't thrown one yet this year. Yeah. Interesting. Anyway, moving right along.
Number 1 and no interceptions.
Right.
He went from top 5 in interceptions to number 1 with no interceptions, right? And we're in week 8, so that's actually pretty amazing to see.
It is.
You haven't thrown a pick at all. I don't think Aaron Rodgers went that freaking long. 7 straight weeks without throwing an interception. I think his was like 6 or something like that. But I'll look it up. Here we go. Philadelphia, and my other big game of the week, Philadelphia Eagles travel to Cincinnati and the hot Joe Burrow and them Bengals. Pause. That came out wrong. All right. The hot quarterback in Joe Burrow. You know what? Just take hot of it. Hot out of it. Right. Joe Burrow and the freaking Bengals, all right?
Yeah, he's playing well right now. And I'm gonna go with the Bengals. They look like they're starting to round into form and do what they do every year. Start off kind of shaky and then kind of get back in the flow. So I'm going to go Cincinnati here. Philadelphia is a good team, but if Cincinnati can control Saquon, they can win this game. But it definitely has the possibility of being a shootout, right? Like earlier in the year, we saw the Baltimore-Cincinnati matchup be a shootout. So Cincinnati has weapons on the outside. Philly has weapons on the outside. The key is going to be controlling Saquon and forcing Philly to try and beat you through the air. So if they can do that, but I still think that Joe Burrow is the better quarterback between he and Jalen Hurts, although they're both very good. And so I think that the better quarterback play is going to end up winning the day here. And I'm going to go with Cincinnati.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because it was flexed. I think these games were flexed in reverse. Because Philly and Cincinnati is a 1:00 game, actually, but on my sheet here, they're a 4:25 game. So I think there was a flex happen. That must be why I'm getting them all mixed up as far as time. All right, I'm getting it. All right, I have I think this is going to be a great game. Like you said, Cincinnati's defense is just horrible. Saquon Barkley can run the air out of a football, but for some odd reason, I'm just not fond of Jalen Hurts right now. I think he's just not. Something isn't right, and I can't put my finger on it. This season, on how they're playing, they're getting off to these slow starts, and they're relying a lot on Saquon Barkley. And I think if Cincinnati can control, I'm not going to say stop them, right? I don't think they're going to be able to stop them, but I think if they can control the tempo and make this a shootout and put the ball in Jalen Hurts' hands, then I think Cincinnati can definitely come out with a W. And as far as we've seen, Joe Burrow can definitely light it up as much as he has before, and I think that could spell trouble for the Philadelphia Eagles, man.
All right. Let me interrupt you real quick. Steve, what's up, Steve? Got to give a shout out to Steve in the chat, man. Good to see you here. Appreciate you, bro.
And like that damn screen, you see that, man. Like the damn stream, okay? Like the live, subscribe, push it out to more people, man. I know you guys all got a group chat. You all have a group chat.
That's a good point. Right?
Yeah, you all have a group chat.
That's a fact.
Put us in that group chat. Hey, hit that share button right there underneath the video. You see like remix,
copy link,
copy link.
Yeah,
put it in your group chat, man. Let the fellas know that you're on that you're on here. So they can see what you're saying. If you're on here, trust me, they're going to want to come see what you're talking about. And then all of a sudden they hear us talk great things about the Green Bay Packers, great things about how the Navy is going to beat the Irish.
Man, stop, man. The Navy is not going to beat the Irish, bro. That's not happening.
Let me talk, bro. This is
okay. Go ahead, talk, man. I mean, if you want to be here making stuff up, I mean, that's how you're going to get people to the show, by lying to them. That's what you're going to do.
I mean, hey, you see what Shannon?
You was good with the Packers till you started talking about. You're right, though.
They be lying all the freaking time.
You're right. You are right, my man.
But no, but yeah, man, like the damn stream. Welcome, Steve, man. Welcome in the chat. Hopefully we can get the last 4 or 5 picks from you, and you can put them in the chat as well. So, but I got Cincinnati right along with you there, brother. Carolina and Bryce Young is going to be traveling to Denver. I'm just going to click Denver for you. You don't have to explain why. Go ahead.
Look at Steve.
Oh boy! Listen, Tyler, I actually want them to come film me on that one.
That would be crazy.
I got something to say. All right.
Oh my goodness!
I got something to say. Okay.
Steve is a fool.
We're throwing it in submit G's picks. Ravens. M. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
If you guys notice when G talks, right? I love G. Hopefully
that's
he's watching right now. He will give a full detailed synopsis, description, play-by-play when it comes to that Ravens team. Hey, man. Hey, who you got? Buffalo or Seattle? Man, Buffalo, man.
I don't know, man.
Just a better quarterback.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's all I got. Hey, but he is tuned in. Hey, y'all. We have a group chat, right? This man was harassing Bruce all night when it came to that Ravens game and them beating the brakes off of them Buffalo Buccaneers, man.
But you know what's crazy? Hilarious. He was acting like he acted like I didn't pick the Ravens to win that game. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, you just had it close.
I think he just expects me to be crazy like him. And I'm like, I'm objective, man. Like, I don't know. That's my guy, though.
Hey, man, we love G, man. We love
Oh,
G,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, G's
That's
my
our
brother,
boy.
man.
That's
We
our boy.
literally went through it together, man. So,
Yes, sir. All right. But yeah, Carolina and Denver. I'm pretty sure you're just picking Denver, but if you want to give your reason why, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, because one, Carolina sucks.
There you
Two,
go.
Bryce Young, not good at all. I'm going to be a little more judicious with the words on that young man because he's still young in his career, but he's not good. And three, Denver has an outstanding defense. Carolina's not going to be able to get anything going.
No. Ditto. Everything you just said. Denver, one of the best defense, top 3 in the NFL. Carolina, bottom of the NFL in offense. That spells disaster. That just spells disaster.
Steve. Yo,
hey, that's facts, though, Steve. That's facts.
Yes, it will always get back to the Ravens and Lamar. That's a fact.
I tell you, it's 3 teams. If it's Kansas City and you mention Patrick Mahomes, he's going to mention Lamar Jackson. San Fran, if you mention Brock Purdy, he's going to mention Lamar Jackson.
That's right.
Buffalo Bills, if you mention Josh Allen, he's going to mention Lamar Jackson. It never freaking fails, man.
That's right.
Hey, man, we love that. But when you have like LeBronites and the LeBronikins and the Broniacs and the Bron believers, what's the other one that you guys use all the time? Bronsexuals. You got that. That man is a full-blown Lamar sexual when it comes to Lamar Jackson, right?
Yeah.
I'm here to say he's not here to defend himself, so I can't wait for him to come back and be like, "Oh man, you talking about me?" All right. But that man, you can't go wrong with Lamar Jackson, boy. If you pick against him, you better have a detailed description why that you still like him and you think he's a good quarterback, but he just needs a little work here.
That's crazy.
Gotta love him, man. Gotta love him.
Yes, absolutely. What's the next game? Where are we?
We're at Kansas City. Travels to Las Vegas, and Kansas City wins by 10. So explain why.
I'm cool with that. Again, Spags' defense. The Raiders have no quarterback play. They're just bad. They don't have any weapons other than Brock Bowers, and so I mean, you got one guy, and Max Crosby is not going to be enough to get it done against Pat Mahomes. He's just not. This is not a good football team. I know, right? This is just not a good football team, the Raiders. So they'll be taking another L. I don't know if this is deliberate to try and secure that high draft pick. Maybe they want Shedeur, but it's not good. This is a terrible football team.
No, very terrible. Kansas City just got another weapon as well. So it's like it just got worse for Vegas. That's what I said by 10. Kansas City hasn't been lighting up the scoreboard this year. They've just been winning, methodically winning, right? No matter if it's by defense, if it's by offense. Patrick Mahomes had 2 turnovers, no touchdowns as far as throwing, and yet they still won the game soundly against the San Francisco 49ers. So those guys just win football games, right? But I think it's Kansas City without a doubt. Defense, Patrick Mahomes, easy day. I'm not even going to stress that one.
That's it. Easy day.
Final game of the Sunday. Dallas travels to San Francisco. Dallas coming off a bye. San Fran coming off a losing again against the NFL champions. Who do you have?
And not just, So Debo should be back for this game.
There you go. All right,
Ayuk is done, I believe.
Yeah, done for the season.
Still have Kittle. Can still run the football, and that right there is the key to me because Dallas can't stop the run. So I think San Francisco should be just fine and get that bounce back win, and we will see Dak, continue to flounder. So I'm all for it.
I like that. If you can't stop the run, you can't run the football. You're always going to be on my L sheet unless you're playing Carolina, Las Vegas, or what's my other team? New England Patriots. So I mean, if you're playing one of those 3 teams, I'll give you a chance. But San Fran, like I said, they're just coming off of a loss against the champs. I am going to be curious to see how that offense looks without the 1, 2, and 3. But like you said, Debo Samuel may come back. He was just sick. I think he had a case of pneumonia. A case of pneumonia. So it's nothing injury related, just more of health, sickness related. But if you guys know anything about the human body, it's kind of tough to come back when you have pneumonia because that really does attack your cardiovascular system. So, so curious to see what he's going to be like coming back. But they got Jordan Mason back there. I forget the third string running back's name. Those guys can just run the freaking football all day. And Jawan Jennings, I believe he's going to be coming back this game, so they should at least have their third receiver in the game. So I have San Fran winning off the defense and just running the air out of the football, man. I think Dallas is going to try to keep it close. They're going to try to air it out over the top a little bit. San Fran has been a little bit more troublesome in defending the deep threats, but I think San Fran is definitely going to pull this one out. Final game of the week. It's going to be another easy one. New York Giants traveled to Pittsburgh and Russell Wilson and those Steelers. Who do you have, brother?
I've got Pittsburgh. The defense is good. New York can't really get anything going. Daniel Jones is just playing terribly. Another bad football team. I don't know what to say. Russell Wilson had the Steelers offense looking very good for the first time in a long time last week. And, I think that this is another opportunity against a bad team for that to continue. And so I got Pittsburgh. I'm not too concerned about it.
Nah, I'm agreeing with you. Pittsburgh, bad quarterback, against the best defense in the league. Done
right.
deal.
Yeah, there you go.
There's not much more to say than that.
Nah.
But yeah, that's it, man. That's all we have. That is week 8. Tell us what you guys think about it. I believe me and Bruce actually have every single pick with the exception of the Atlanta Tampa Bay game this week. Similar, I think we had week 2 like that as well. We were almost the exact same.
That's right.
But tell us what you guys think. If there's going to be an upset at all, let us know what you guys think the upset is going to be. If you say anything about Green Bay getting upset by Jacksonville, just go ahead and unsubscribe yourself because I'm just I'm gonna blast you all freaking night long. But yeah, I believe Bruce put the number in the chat. So Bruce, take it away.
Give us a call. Yeah, give us a call and let's hear your thoughts on some of these picks. I'd love to hear them before we get on to the next topic. So 904-219-8264, 904-219-8264. Let's get it.
Yeah. Edward Jackson, Zion not playing tonight in the opener. No, he's not.
What?
Yeah. He's sick. They say he's sick. I think he's sick. So take
all
that what you will.
Yeah. This is man. This dude's getting hundreds of millions of dollars. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
It's tough, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's extremely tough out here. Today is the Pistons. The Bucks. But I don't think Embiid's playing tonight either.
Nope.
Embiid nor Paul George. So yeah, that's a gimme game for the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
They're keeping it relatively close. 12 points. Cleveland curb stomp in Toronto. Orlando Heat, that's a close game. Nets and Hawks battle of the trash.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, man. For those who are in the chat, man, we're waiting on probably another 60 seconds for a caller. Let us know what your basketball teams are. I don't think I know for sure whose team is who. Edward Jackson, I know you're everything Memphis, so the Grizzlies, John Morant, his return. I know you're waiting on it. No one cares about Embiid. Kevin Durant plays tonight. Does he?
We're going to talk about Embiid next, Steve. We are going to talk about
does. They play the Clippers. Yeah.
No one cares about the Clippers. There's no Kawhi Leonard. Like that's
a wash.
Jeez.
That's going to be a wash. Let me see. Kawhi Leonard already out. Mo Bamba, he's determined.
Keep a watch. Ben Simmons might get a triple-double tonight.
Who's he play for? Oh, the Nets, right?
Nets. Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're already in right now.
I'm looking at the box score right now. So
6, 5, and 6.
Well,
man, he could.
It'll
be a quiet one.
Mm-hmm.
You just need 4 more points. That's 2
4 turnovers. Damn.
Oh, yeah, he turned around. And he got 4 fouls.
Well, I mean, he never plays, so he's got to get used to it.
Yeah, but it's the 4 fouls that may shorten up that triple-double, though.
Oh, yeah.
They're just going to put him in the block and get that boy in foul trouble.
Mm-hmm. Plus, minus, or -2.
And down 4. So he actually has the best plus minus on the team besides the bench.
Whoa, Steve said you here to expose Embiid. Pause. What's wrong with you, man?
Whoa. What happened? What do you see that at?
You say he's here to expose Embiid.
Oh.
Whoa. Oh, language, Steve.
Then he said, "Ooh, I'm ready."
Right. Oh my goodness.
Steve.
Oh, that's crazy.
Ooh, I'm ready, Bruce.
I'm ready.
Expose Embiid.
Yeah, that's not cool. That's
All
big
7 feet of him.
wow.
That 270-pound caboose. In words of Steve. In words of Steve. In words of Steve. Yeah, I'm speaking.
Oh, now you try to switch it up, huh?
I said Steve.
And I don't know. That wasn't good, man. That was not good.
Gino probably going to talk about that to you, Bruce. Y'all. Oh, wow.
All right, what we got? All right, y'all ready to take it to the next topic?
Yep, looks like we're already talking Embiid. So, Steve, take it away. Oh, my bad, he's not here.
All right. So I'll start here. So Joel Embiid, man, he's actually, believe it or not, one of my favorite players in the modern NBA. Although he is so reflective of the modern NBA, I like Embiid a lot, but he also frustrates the hell out of me as a basketball player. I like him because, as you all know, I am a huge Olajuwon fan, and as you can see, he has a lot of the Olajuwon-esque type moves in his bag, right? A lot of tools in his bag there, a lot of skills. And so I look at him, he's easily, yes, I said it, easily the best big in the league when he's healthy, which that's the problem, right? Because when he's healthy, there's nobody that can guard this man. And we see it time and time again, right? But he's almost never healthy. That's the other problem. But yeah, so Embiid is the only MVP ever now to not make a conference final. And that's a big problem. So now you've got this situation where Embiid is trying to do everything that he can do in order to get to winning a championship, right? Except, of course, for getting in the weight room and getting right and putting himself in position where physically he's able to take what it takes to do what it takes, to last through an entire season. Laker Nation says you are biased. Are you speaking to me or are you talking to Steve, Laker Nation? Let's see. Steve says Embiid is a perfect example of why folks like Bruce and I call out the modern NBA and its mentality. Absolutely. Dude is talented, but he's soft, dirty, not the best big in the league because of availability. Okay, Steve, I will give you that. If availability is your argument, you get no complaints from me. I'm just looking at skills because when those dudes, okay, me. All right, hang on. So when those dudes,
the modern NBA talk. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, the modern NBA talk. So when every other big plays against him, they get demolished. Like they can't deal with him. So that's why I say he's the best big in the NBA. So yeah, Embiid. Laker Nation says I'm biased. Okay, that's cool. I respect your opinion. I don't agree, but I respect your opinion. I can see why you might say that, though. All right. So anyway, yeah. So Embiid, man, I think he has the ability, and a lot of times he is that guy, but again, can't stay healthy, and that's a major thing. So before I go on with the Embiid piece, where are you on Joel Embiid, Transformer?
Everything you said, with the exception of what we're about to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Best big in the league, hands down. You finally get you an MVP, but yet you come out with this nonsense.
Yes.
What is it? Just go ahead and get to it, brother. My bad. I'm already ready to go ham on what he said.
I get it. I get it.
Like you said, man. When he's locked in, when he's available, and they say the best thing is availability. You gotta have availability, But he's dominant. You know what I mean? You saw what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Every time he plays Jokic, he puts that man in a box.
Right.
He puts him in a box every time.
You can't do anything with him.
Jokic is what, a back-to-back MVP, NBA Finals MVP, NBA champion, and he puts him in a box. Jokic goes, yo, look, I'm not even trying to do nothing with you, big dog. You got it. And B just polarizes him. But yeah, man, I like him. I think his work ethic just
is suspect, to say the least.
It's very, very suspect. I mean, especially what we're about to talk about. So go ahead, brother.
Yeah. And so that is part of the problem, right? I think we all agree that his work ethic needs work. But again, the problem is, look what we are measuring the work ethic on, right? Like we know, y'all know I'm not a LeBron guy, but we know LeBron puts in the time with his body, right? We know that. we know that Kobe and Mike were the ultimate workers, right? Probably right there with Bird and Magic and Isaiah, right? But maybe that's the problem, is that we're measuring everybody's work ethic against those guys, and that's not really fair to other guys. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. But I think the next problem is some guys are just injury prone. That's the other problem. Like, I don't think anyone can say Kawhi doesn't work extremely hard. His body just won't. His body won't agree. His body won't take care of him. I think Kawhi tries really, really hard. But anyway, this is what really made me want to do this topic, because I heard Embiid say something that I believe was completely and utterly ridiculous. And Stephen A. Smith is going to address it. So let's get to that.
Another NBA superstar on Team USA, Joel Embiid, recently did an interview with the New York Times, the same one where he lamented the lack of youth on USA's Olympic roster. And he was asked whether injuries are the thing keeping him from being in the GOAT conversation. Listen to his response. Quote, "I think so. I think I'm that talented. Obviously, you need to win championships, and to win championships, you need other guys. You can't do it by yourself. I want to win so bad. If it doesn't happen, maybe it wasn't meant to happen. The thing that stopped me all these years is just freaking injuries. Every single playoffs, regular season, people falling on my knee or breaking my face twice. It's always freak injuries at the wrong time," end quote. Those injuries have certainly played a role in Embiid never getting out of the second round of the playoffs. He has had all-star teammates in the young Ben Simmons, Jimmy Butler, James Harden, and Tyrese Maxey. We'll see how this season goes with Paul George, but despite being an NBA MVP and two-time scoring champion, Embiid has missed 204 games in his career, the equivalent of over 2 entire NBA seasons.
That's like 2.5 seasons. But yeah, that's crazy. So, all right. So the main reason that I wanted to do this topic, I don't think I ever explained that, was one, Embiid coming out and openly saying he doesn't believe he'll ever play back-to-backs for the rest of his career, which really pissed me off. Obviously, he's making a ton of money. He's playing in a less physical league. He's one of the dominant bigs. There's not a lot of great bigs, and he's saying that he won't play back-to-backs. What? Like, that really upset me. And then the second part of it, if you heard in the quote that Stephen A. just addressed, somebody actually asked him, Embiid, about what his thoughts were on his place in the GOAT debate, and he had the nerve to say that if he could stay healthy, that he believes that he would be in the GOAT debate. And I'm like, are you stupid? Are you still? And remember, I'm the guy who just finished saying I love Embiid. I'm a big fan of his game, although sometimes he pisses me off the way he consistently bails out the defense shooting threes instead of getting his big butt down on the block and dominating the way he should. But anyway, that's a different story. But the point is, the fact that he came out and said that he probably won't play back-to-backs for the rest of his career. The season just started. He's not playing tonight, he and Paul George. And on top of that, he said that he believes he has the talent to be in the GOAT debate. Big problem here, right? Let's go with the GOAT debate piece first. Mm-hmm. How can you say that if you're Embiid and you're playing in such a weak big man era? Are you playing against Hakeem and Patrick Ewing and Alonzo Mourning and Dikembe Mutombo and Patrick Ewing and all these guys every night? Imagine you got to play against at least one of those guys once a week. Imagine that. Shaq. Embiid knows nothing about Shaq. I'm so sorry. Wow, thank you. Right, like you're not going against that, and you're still hurt all the time. And man, come on, man. Okay. I'm sorry. Like, I get irritated when I hear that stuff because, again, his skill set is crazy. And like I said, we see him when he goes against Jokic. I think the last game they played against each other, he had like 45 and 17. Yeah, he killed them. 50. Yeah. Destroyed him. And good because, people, Jokic's the best big. Embiid, really hold my beer, So he gets upset about that. But it's really frustrating to me. So before I go on to the next clip, Transformer, your thoughts on Embiid saying that he believes he would be in the GOAT conversation if he could stay healthy, and that he doesn't believe he'll be playing back-to-backs for the rest of his career.
I believe if I was to sit here long enough and think about my inner chi and it exploding out of my body, I can turn Super Saiyan.
Okay, I was about to say, you'd be like Iron Fist. Okay.
Yeah, right. I'll turn Super Saiyan. I believe it. I believe if I was to sit here long enough and channel my inner chi, right? Yeah. My Green Bay Packer, Los Angeles Laker inner chi, and I sit here and I just focus on powering up for like 5 minutes, I can go Super Saiyan. Does that mean I will? No. Does that mean
right?
You know what I mean?
Right.
What the hell is Embiid talking about, bro?
I don't know.
Everybody believes that they could be in a GOAT debate, but seriously, come on, man. Like, you have to be available to be a GOAT.
Yeah.
You got to be one. You got to be available. Now, slightly, I'm gonna play a little bit of devil's advocate here, because I do believe if he's to stay healthy, right, he could have been in that GOAT debate. Look at his last 4 years. I'm gonna just put his last 4 years in the vacuum.
Okay.
28 and a half points per game, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, a block and a half. Next year, 30.6 points per game, 11.7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, a block per game. Next year, MVP season, 33 points per game, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. Just last season, 34.7 points per game, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. You look at that and you're like, God damn it. That man is freaking elite, right? But then let me not stop you there. Let's look at the first season, which I explained, 51 games played. Next season, 68 games played. Next season, 66 games played. Last season, 39 games played. Bro, you're just not available, bro.
Always something.
It's always something. And when the moment matters the most, and that's the playoffs, granted, if it's your body, it's your body. But sometimes I think it's your heart, bro. It's your heart. Your heart literally got to go out there and lay it on the line.
That's right.
Lay it out all on the line. If you're playing in a game, I don't want to hear you just bring up the injury or you bring up that you were hurt, bro. Bump all that. You're available. You're on the court. At that point, hey man, I gave it my all, no matter the circumstance. I went in there and I played my best.
Right.
No, just say that. Don't give me this, injuries and I've been riddling me all year and I couldn't, my back just kept tightening up, but my back leg on my big toe, and then on the other side my stomach was hurting and I had to boo-boo real bad, but the boo-boo didn't come out good. So whatever, bro. Stop it.
Yeah. It, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? But I don't get where the hell he was going with that. I mean,
I
believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away.
Well, I believe that although I'm a 100% disabled veteran, that I can go back into the Army and make Delta Force selection right now. I can do it. I can do it. If it wasn't for injuries, I'd be Delta. Yeah, okay.
Yo, come on, man. Like,
I get it.
I can believe a lot, man. But it's just but granted, bro, when you're available, you're one of the best, that we've seen in this modern era at that position. You know what I mean? Like, we're not taking that away from you, but to just jump from just finally got an MVP, but I've never made the conference finals. I've never made the
only MVP ever not to do it.
Only not to do it, but I belong in that GOAT debate, and you're saying I just didn't have the better teams. I don't believe I just can't roll with it, brother. I just can't roll with it.
Willie Brown, I haven't seen you before. I think you're new. Is he new? Willie Brown? You seen him before?
Brown? No.
Yeah. All right. What's up, Willie?
He looks like a veteran, though. I think he
looks like one. Yeah. He's something. He's something in that avatar. Welcome to the channel, Willie Brown. I appreciate you, man. Go ahead, click that like and subscribe and that notification bell and hit that share button, brother. Oh, you've been here before? Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming back then, man. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Tell us to shut up and sit down when you come in.
That's what he said. I've been here.
I've been here. Shut up and sit down.
I ain't new. Man, get back to talk about Embiid. All right, let's go to Stephen A's second comment here on this topic.
Without injuries, I have no problem with him being in the GOAT conversation. Let me tell you something right now. That brother, with his skill set, at 7'1", back to the basket, facing the basket, the ability to put the ball on the floor, the finesse game, the power game, three-point shooting game, the list goes on and on. I'm looking at his numbers here. Do you know that Embiid has averaged over 30 over the last 3 seasons, along with 11 rebounds? By the way, not only is he shooting what he's shooting from the field, 49, 54, and 52% from the field, 53% from the field this past season. Not only is he a career 50% shooter from the field, he's also a career 34% shooter from three-point range. You usually don't see that from a center in the National Basketball Association, but that's who he is. Joel Embiid is special. Make no mistake about it.
He is special, but GOAT debate, not close, not close. And part of it, again, like I mentioned, is not necessarily his fault. He just doesn't play in an era with enough competition. And real quick, I don't want to make this an Embiid versus Jokic debate. That was not at all the point of this. But for those of you all in the chat who are saying Jokic, cool. Let's keep this simple. We can take Embiid completely out of it. How can Jokic be the best player in the world when he only plays one side of the ball? We got to stop this. We have to stop this. Defense matters too. Defense matters too. And since Jokic is a poor defender, I don't care what the advanced analytics say. We can watch with our eyes and see Jokic can't guard anyone. He's a poor defender. He cannot be the best player in the world. Plain and simple. That's it. All right, moving right along. So last night obviously was the opening of the NBA season, and you had Charles Barkley and Shaq, of course, on Inside the NBA, and they had some quick comments. Now this is cut. I couldn't find the whole comment. I don't know why it wasn't available, but these comments, about Embiid were cut from some longer content that they had on Inside the NBA last night, but it was enough to kind of make sense in what he said, and then we'll come back and comment on that.
I was so disappointed in Joel Embiid saying he wasn't going to play back-to-back games. You cannot say, as a leader of that team, I'm not going to play certain games. I thought that was a bad message.
The league isn't that physical for him to say that. You pick and pop. You don't get double, you don't get triple, you don't get flagrant foul. There's no reason to say I'm not playing back-to-back.
Now, I get what Shaq was saying, and Shaq is saying, I know what it is to be a dominant big and to constantly be getting hacked, right? Hack a Shaq. We know that. Yep. Constantly getting hacked, constantly getting double teamed, constantly getting triple teamed. I know what that is. And for the most part, unless I was really hurt, I was out there playing. And that's true. That's true. So I get that. But again, that's why Embiid is not the same as those guys, right? What is it? They not like us? He's not wired the same. You know what I mean? And so that's the difference. And also, I like what Charles Barkley said. As the leader of the team, and that's something we didn't even address, the leadership piece. As the leader, you can't come out and say that, right? Even if that's how you feel, and even if you talk to the coaching staff or the trainers or what have you, behind everybody, and you say, well, this is what the plan's going to be, you don't come out and publicly say that. How do you lead?
Keep that in closed doors.
Yeah. How do you lead when you're not showing that you're demonstrating to put it all, you're willing, to put it all on the line for the team, right? Think about it. All the greats, we always talk about them. They showed you that they were willing to put their bodies on the line for the team and for winning. And Embiid says he wants to win so badly, but does he really? Does he really? And in fairness, though, my bad. And one more thing. In fairness, I can't blame it all on him or on the modern athlete, because unfortunately, a big part of this is because of us. Who? The fans and the media, right? Ring culture. Mm-hmm. So we're telling them, hey, rings are the only thing that matters. And if you don't get a ring, you're trash, you're a bum, you're terrible. Not necessarily true, but I mean, there are separators, like we always talk about. There's separators in greatness. And if you don't win championships, well, that's what all the all-time greats really, really played for. But it's tough to me that Embiid kind of wants to do the LeBron thing, and to some extent, he wants to skip the work, right? So he's saying, well, I'll only play one half of the back-to-backs, and in the playoffs, I'll be able to show up. No, you got to get your body ready, because in the playoffs, you still have to play game after game, and you only get one night in between the games. So your body is not going to be ready for the rigors of a long playoff run. But I don't know. Go ahead, Transformer.
The man makes $59 million a year.
It's a lot of money.
Next year, he makes $64 million a year. Final season in his contract, he makes $69 million a year. Who the fuck are you to tell me?
Facts.
You ain't finna play back-to-backs.
Facts.
You get paid the big bucks because you the big dog, right?
That's right.
The big dog is always the one guarding fence. Always the one attacking the mailman. Always the one making sure home is straight and home is good to go. You're not going to make $60 million a year and tell me what the hell you going to do. That's just point blank and simple, bro. As an owner, Daryl Morey, all y'all GM and coach, hey, yo, hold up. You said what now? Boy, if you ain't hurt, you're playing. That's simple, bro. If you ain't hurt, you playing. It's not like you're old. Like it's not like you're old. You're only turning 32 this season, so you're not old. You know what I mean? Are you hurt? No, you're not. Okay, well, look, that paycheck cleared, didn't it? Okay, say less. That means you're playing. You're not hurt, and the paycheck cleared. Play game, bro. Don't come out in public. Like I said, you could have kept that in closed doors, and we're not going to watch all 82 games. And if you just so happen, game 52 and 53, you kind of half-assed it in the second half of 53, then okay, we're probably not going to notice it. But guess what? But we're not going to shine light on it.
Mm-hmm.
But you coming out and telling us in the forefront, you and Paul George more than likely not going to do back-to-backs because, you need more time. Like, come on, man. Like, that's just, bro. You can't be 35% of my cap hit and tell me you ain't finna play back-to-backs. Telling me you're not going to play a game, period, is beyond me. Now, if you're hurt, you're hurt. But if you're not hurt, play the game, bro. Because you can look at Kawhi Leonard. All that load managing and stuff that he was doing, guess what he's still doing? On the sideline, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You on the sideline. You can get hurt walking down the street, step on a curb, roll your ankle.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't change the fact that I just went out there and I was on a football field all day and running up and down that field. I didn't get hurt, but I come home, I step on the curb, I roll my ankle, hurt. Bro, play the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a contact sport. Just deal with it, man. That's so off, bro.
Right.
From a guy like Embiid, where, like I said, the man is just dominant. When the man's in the game, the man is dominant, bro.
Can't deal with him.
You can't stop him. He can shoot over you. He can put you in a post. He can put you on a block. Not only that, he's defending the rim. You ain't gonna just drive by him. He can chase you down. He's protect. Like, come on, man. He's doing everything he needs to do when he's in the game. But bro, saying that's not showing one GOAT that you said that I think I am. That's not saying GOAT, right? That's also not saying leader. You know what I mean? Because that third guy up, Tyrese Maxey, right? Yeah, Tyrese Maxey. What is he looking at now? He's like, oh man, we get to take games off if we like that. You know what I mean? Now when he take a game off, he like, but shit, bro, as Joel Embiid, the leader of the team, I can't go to Tyrese Maxey and be like, bro, man, come on, man, you need to be better. You need to make every game matter. No, bro, you don't make every game matter. You sit down and go back to backs. What are you coming at me for? You take games off when you good. So don't come at me about, I'm taking a game off. I'm not having a good game. All right, cool. I want to walk to the bench. What are you to tell me now? So at that, you lose the locker room when you make conversations like that, because there might be some young buck and Tyrese Maxey, maybe one of them, like, bro, I want to play every freaking game, bro. I'm trying to win. I'm trying to get to a championship. I'm trying to get that big bag, another big bag, right? It's just beyond me, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I hear you. Let me respond to this. As Steve said, this narrative, Embiid is some elite defender, is nuts. Dude's lazy most of the time. He plays at a high level when he knows people are watching in the regular season. Playoff time, he's lazy. So first, right, let's not be disingenuous here, Steve. I don't know where you heard anyone say that Embiid is some elite defender. But the fact is he's clearly a better defender than Jokic. Like, there's no question about that. Jokic don't even try on D, and he can't move his feet. So let's not do that. No one is saying that Embiid is, prime Hakeem Olajuwon or prime David Robinson. No one is saying that, or even Patrick Ewing. But he is a better defender than Jokic. That just is what it is. Like, you just got to use your eyes and watch that. 3-time MVP is more dominant, Laker Nation says.
Laker Nation. I'm gonna stop you right there, Bruce. I'm gonna take this away.
Yeah, do it.
Laker Nation. Is Steve Nash better than Kobe Bryant?
There you go.
Than Kobe Bryant.
Point
prove him. That don't matter, bro. That's just that triple-double, you know what I'm saying, season. They got that from Russell Westbrook. One of the first centers to ever do it. And your foreign, I'm not going to talk about how they treat foreign players. They try to make that thing nowadays. But that 3 MVPs don't make you more dominant. That don't make you the most dominant. Because if that's the case, Steve Nash is more dominant than Kobe Bryant. And I don't think no one in the heavens, hell, or earth is going to tell you that Steve Nash was more dominant than Kobe Bryant. So there you go.
Yep. All right. Outstanding retort. I appreciate that. All right, cool. So we got some more on this whole Embiid thing. So here's another problem, right? So because of this openly saying that he's not going to play back-to-backs, and the Sixers pretty much announcing that he nor Paul George will likely be playing back-to-backs, we got some interesting news that came out today via Shams Charania, the newest insider now that Woj is gone at ESPN. Check this out.
I'm told by multiple sources, Malika, that the NBA is set to start an investigation later this week into the Philadelphia 76ers and this situation surrounding Joel Embiid and whether they are in violation of the player participation policy. And this is a complicated situation for the league, for the Sixers, and obviously Joel Embiid, because it's not black and white in terms of there is no specific injury. Like with Kawhi Leonard, we know he's got that swelling in his knee. With Chris Middleton, we know that he has double ankle surgeries that he's coming off of. With Joel Embiid, it's been a lot of the new normal that we've been told in terms of the periodic time off that he is scheduled to take this upcoming season, as well as making sure, in his perspective, that he is 100% for the playoffs. He has not been his entire NBA career. So this is really the Philadelphia 76ers strategy for the season on how they can best approach it, and that is how they want to go about it. Does the league have an issue with it? We are going to find out very soon.
What do you think of that?
It's going to be a big issue. There's going to be some furniture moving around this mother. What you mean he ain't playing?
Right? I mean, I think he did what he asked for. You make it a lot of money.
My bad. Go ahead, brother. Say what you said again. I don't think nobody.
My bad. No, I was saying, just like you said, he's making a whole hell of a lot of money. Fans are paying a whole hell of a lot of money to go see him. Man, suit up and play, man. Even if you're only going to play 15 minutes, get out there and do it, right?
Get out there and play the basket.
Yeah, like I think load management is a really bad idea and a bad concept because, again, your body has to build up the requisite resistance in order to deal with stresses pressed on it, right? You can't build up the resistance by not playing. That doesn't make sense to me, but that's me.
Nah, we're paying you $60 million. We're paying you $60 million. That fan right there that's sitting front row, he just paid $2,000 to sit right there to watch you play.
That's
right. Guess what? He didn't just buy that today because he found out that you was bench. He bought that 2 months ago because he's a season ticket holder, or he finally had the opportunity once in a lifetime to get front row tickets, right? And you so happen to just tell him, "Hey, fan, I just played last night, so I'm a little tired. I'm gonna just take the day off. Everybody can rest and I can play. So hopefully, you still get a good game. The rest of this Philadelphia 76ers are gonna play their hearts out, and you didn't waste your $2,000, and we get the win. Come on, man. No, bro, I came here to play you. You actually my favorite player. I'd be so fucking pissed off if I came to a goddamn Kobe Bryant game. And Kobe Bryant basically looked at me in the stands, flipped me off, and said, "Yeah, I ain't playing today. I played in the back-to-back." I'm a Celtic. I would have turned it to a Celtic that fast. Like, you know what? Fuck you.
No doubt. Listen, man. I understand where you're going and what you're trying to say, right? I get it. And don't get me wrong. I prefer Jokic's mentality about the game and about how he plays to Embiid's. I do. But I'm just saying he's not better. Now, does he have some better results? Yes. But he's not better. Like, there's no way that I can say I'm better than Transformer if every time I play against him, he's getting the better of me. That doesn't match up. Now, is basketball a team game? Most certainly. Totally get it. So there's some different things. But at its core, it was the same thing with the whole, I don't know if you were on for the whole LeBron doesn't want to play one-on-one discussion that we had a while back. But it's the same thing there. A lot of people say, well, LeBron is the GOAT or LeBron is the second best player of all time. But at its core, basketball is, can I stop you and can I get a bucket on you in its purest form? Because when we all start playing basketball, whether it was on the playground or whether it was in the gym, it was, let's get a 21 or let's get a one-on-one or let's get a horse. What is that? Your skills against my skills. Who comes out on top? That's what it is. Embiid is better than Jokic. Jokic does not defend, and when they play against each other, he gets done up. I mean, that's not a shot at Jokic because Jokic is very, very good. He is. That's just it. No doubt, Steve. I got you, bro. Yes, Jokic does play a completely different game. No question about it.
But I think Jokic also has a better team and a better coach. Mike Malone is a hell of a coach.
I think so. Well, Embiid has Nick Nurse now, so that's,
I mean, but he hasn't always had him, right? I think he just got him, 2 years ago? What he got there, 2 years or last year?
Last year.
So he just got Nick Nurse, right? So other than that, I mean, he did have one of the most fumbling coaches in NFL. I mean, not NFL history, NBA history. You know what I mean?
Totally get it.
You got that, and then they were paying Tobias Harris to literally show up in uniform and just go out there and get some PT in for physical training and just back out the game. So you look at that especially the championship roster that Denver Nuggets had. Them folks from the starting lineup to the bench, they were nice. Like that was a nice team. It was very well put together. When they had that run, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me stop you on this. So Steve says, how many All-Stars has Jokic had? And that is a very good question. I believe the answer is none. However, Steve, think about it. A lot of All-Stars get voted in by the fans. And as you know, just by being here, there's a lot of dumb fans out there. Not you guys in the chat tonight, but you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dumb fans out there who say and do dumb things. And so they vote in the guy they like, right? But at the end of the day, no, Jokic hasn't had a ton of All-Stars. But I think what we lose track of, and us older fans kind of realize that it's not always about having a bunch of All-Stars or Hall of Famers or whatever. Sometimes, and this is where, the LeBron people get to the whole, Jordan didn't play anybody in the finals. No, he played extremely well-constructed teams, right? So no, maybe you don't have those individual superstars or All-Stars, but when you have a team that's well-constructed, as we saw with the Nuggets championship team, it can work out. So I get what you're saying, Steve, but you know better than to ask that question. But I get it.
Yeah. I mean, what do you mean work out? Not like Tobias Harris just coming in just to get cardio in and call it at the workout. Like we need you to actually contribute in the basketball games. Tobias Harris is getting paid $30 million to show up.
Right.
Getting paid $30 million to show up, man. So I'm not gonna, point at I'm not gonna point directly at Embiid about that, but that man used to show up and get checks and roll out, bro. I mean, if you're his agent, man, shout out Tobias Harris' agent, because that man got paid.
Yeah, he did,
bro.
Great agent.
But
let's do this. Transform. You got anything else? I'm gonna put the number in the chat and let's take a couple calls on this because seems like people want to debate it, and we'll try to get through these calls on this quick, and then we will get to the monumentous thing that took place in Los Angeles last night.
I'm sure a lot of this MVP. He has 3 MVPs. MVPs are a multitude. MVPs are a multitude of reasons why you're going to get voted as an MVP. Most valuable player is not the most dominant player.
Right.
Let's be 100% honest with it here. If that's the case, Kobe would have got more MVPs. LeBron would have got more MVPs. These guys were just dominant.
Got more MVPs.
Huh?
Right. Jordan would have got more MVPs.
Jordan would have got more MVPs because they're just dominant players, right?
Would have got more MVPs, right?
We're not saying the most is he the most valuable player? Then okay, Jokic, he can assist the ball, rebound the ball, still horrible defensively, but and he can also get you a bucket. And he like the guys around him, he can make them better, right? But like dominant, when I'm talking about the best big in the league, like you can't stop him no matter what he's doing. That's Embiid. He's just dominant, the most dominant player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Steve Nash was never the most dominant player. He played on the Phoenix Suns. They had a better record. They had a better team. And I think he was had a high double-double. He was averaging a high double-double. With also being on the winningest team in the NBA, the hottest team in the NBA, best player on said team, he gets the MVP. Kobe Bryant was dropping 30 every night on dudes' heads, every game.
And still playing lockdown defense on the other side.
Still got first team all defense.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, but Nash was voted MVP. That doesn't mean that Nash was better than Kobe at any form of fashion. Nash ain't better than Kobe.
No.
Nash was dominant. Let the nation stop it.
Right. Edward Jackson, last American player to win an MVP was 2017 James Harden.
James Harden, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was an infamous. I want to say he had 35 a game or 36. I think it was
36 a game. And these fools were talking about he may be the greatest perimeter player of all. You know what? I'm gonna skip that. All right.
I think he was the best scorer of all time or something like that. He was
that was absurd too. But anyway, put the number in the chat, 904-219-8264. 904-219-8264. It's also scrolling on the bottom of your screen. So let's take a couple calls on that. Try to keep it quick, and then we'll get to the next topic. Yeah, let's take a couple calls on that because this topic seems to have upset some people. My stance on Joel Embiid, and I would love to know how I'm biased. I want to hear that. I think I kind of know where that's coming from, but I'd still love to hear.
Man, because everything is old school with you, big dog.
That's fair.
Everything is old school.
Well, I'm not always a proponent of the old stuff is better, but in certain things, the old stuff is better, right? Like music, the old stuff is generally better.
I'm not gonna argue with you on that one. That's a good way to start off your conversation. Proceed.
There you go. The NBA, old stuff is better. I mean, yeah. So I don't know. That's tough, and that doesn't mean the new stuff is totally trash. Although in certain cases, man, I don't know. But the old stuff just, I think, because you needed more to be better in the old days. So that's what I think. Really, all this in the chat. No calls.
Well, Steve said he can't call in for some odd reason.
Okay,
I think he might be at work or something.
He might be at work or something like that. Yeah.
Laker Nation, go take your smoke break.
You're right.
Like, hey man, smoke break. All right, man, calling in.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and switch it up.
What was that last comment?
Steve says, I don't think you're wrong, Bruce. I see why you believe what you do, but I can't limit this best in the league to a one-on-one matchup. I'm looking for here we go. I'm looking for bigger landscape of the NBA. All right. Well, we got a call. Let's go ahead and take this. Format Podcast. Laker Nation, what's good?
How y'all doing?
Doing all right, brother. Doing all right.
I don't know why y'all wanted me to call in. It's the first time we agree to disagree on a subject.
Well, man, listen,
we just want to hear it. Sometimes, we're catching these comments as they're coming in, right? And we're like trying to respond and trying to also say our piece, but we want to hear the full, what your full observation is. Like, you're saying the 3-time MVP, Jokic has better than over the one that, Embiid clearly has. And then when I bring up the Nash conversation, he was like, oh man, you can't bring Kobe into this. So pick one. Which one is it?
Don't bring Kobe in this. That's a whole different conversation.
But it's the same concept.
I think it was a good analogy.
But I'm not even going to address that because this is not the same situation.
Huh?
This is not.
Okay.
What I'm going, like, I get what you're saying. Like, Embiid's skill set is phenomenal for his size.
Mm-hmm.
And I get what you guys are saying on a one-on-one aspect. Yeah, he's dominant, but there's more than one aspect to basketball than just being a one-on-one player that makes you better. Okay. Yes, he has a slight advantage on defense. He's a slightly better defender. I give him that. Overall, the body of work, elevating your teammates, as well as doing your job and doing multiple things on the court, Jokic has him beat hands down, and it's not even close.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get it. Yeah, there's less dominant bigs in the league. There's only a handful, so we can't really. I'm not really going to insult anyone's intelligence by saying, "No, Jokic is just it's just on. They're just in the same class. They're two different type of players."
I'll give you that. Yeah, I agree.
So I'm not going to insult nobody's intelligence with that.
Mm-hmm.
The Euro style is way different than the American style. But we already know the obvious is the availability. But second, you can be dominant, but when has he ever? I haven't seen Embiid put that team on his back and say, "I'm going to get us to where we need to go." Jokic has done that already, multiple times. Tell me if I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
That's why I have Jokic. I give Jokic the edge.
Okay. I mean,
he was done. My bad. I know he was done.
Yeah, no. I mean, I respect where you're coming from with that. For me, I can't overlook the fact that Embiid is better on both sides of the ball, and the fact that Jokic simply can't deal with him. Like that's really hard for me to overlook what he does to him when they play against one another. Like that, I have a really tough time overlooking that.
I get where you're coming from. Like you're referring it on a one-on-one basis. That's what we do with a lot of debates when you have two players going against each other.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I get that. That is a major piece. I mean, I'm not going to insult anyone's intelligence and ignore that.
Right.
Like I'm non-biased when it comes to these debates.
Yeah.
Whether my opinion is my opinion, but I try to give as much factual information to back up my claims as possible. I'm not right all the time. I'm never going to claim to be right.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
But that is my analogy as to why I'm not a Jokic fan. Hey, I'm a Lakers fan. I can't stand Denver. They don't whoop our ass. They don't whoop our ass the last
boy.
Right.
I'm sick of those ugly ass blue jerseys.
I'm sick of Mike Malone and that shit talking he be having on the sideline in them damn interviews.
Yeah, he definitely.
Man, that's a whole nother topic from a whole nother.
Yeah,
day.
he definitely.
Call forever.
Yeah, he definitely talks slick. That's kind of funny. I like it.
He always got us in his mouth. Pause.
Whoa.
But literally.
Yeah, literally.
But I'm not gonna. But I got to give Jokic his respect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I do too.
Yeah. I don't think we're disrespecting Jokic. I just think we're saying two different things at that point.
Right.
Jokic is definitely one of the best bigs in the league. I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, like I said, I mean, from what we're looking at, it's just who's the more physically dominant. Like, you know what I mean? Like there are certain aspects of Jokic's game where you could just make it a problem for him. It's not really happening that much for Joel Embiid, right? Joel Embiid, you can't have nobody can really guard him, right? Jokic has trouble against the perimeter bigs, guys with height. You know, like if you for example, our championship run against them in the conference finals. Who do we put on them? Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee. Jokic had a terrible time, right? You know, he couldn't really do anything to them bigs. Embiid bodying both of them. Like I don't care who's in the way. I'm giving you 35 and 15 on the boards. That's what that's what we mean by like just per dominance. Like you can't put nothing in my way that can stop me. You know what I mean? You can put something in a way that can stop Jokic from being as effective as he is. Now, he does, I'll give you this. He does switch from, okay, I'm not going to score. I'm just going to get everybody else involved. He's the best big to ever, have that type of addition to his game where he's not feeling it from the perimeter. He can't shoot. He can't even get in the post. So guess what? He's at the top of the key, and that boy addition dime for dime for dime to some incredible, players that he has on his team. But when it comes to like dominance, like, I mean, you can't put nobody on that dude, man. Like, he's going to get what he wants. He's going to get to the foul line every time because you got to foul him. It's not like you can, just stand in the paint and, battle with him. He's going to, you're going to have to foul him. He's going to get to the free throw line 15 times a game. Yeah. And he's going to night with 35, 40 plus on you.
That's right.
Because you couldn't stop him. But that's what I mean by dominance. That's not to take away from Jokic.
Yeah. And then the dude's making 88% of his damn free throws. Like, as a big, it's crazy.
Is that?
88% last year. As a big. LeBron can't do that, but that's a different. Yeah.
Chill out.
I'm going to ask y'all this one question, and then I'm going to let y'all go because I'm not going to hold up your show.
Okay.
I can talk basketball all day.
No doubt.
As a player, if you're, who are you going to be more fearful of? A guy that's going to drop 30 or 40 on you by himself, or if a guy that you game plan to stop and he gets the whole team to kill you? Who are you going to be more fearful of?
I think, personally, this is going to sound crazy, I'm more fearful of the guy that's going to give me 40. And the reason why, when somebody is dominating like that, they can demoralize your whole squad defensively, and that bleeds over. Like Shaq wasn't, and I'm not comparing Embiid to Shaq. That's not close. But what I'm saying is Shaq wasn't getting the assist or running the offense like Jokic or anything like that. But he would utterly demoralize teams when he, get cooking and go to work down on that block. And so I would rather that, because as long as I have a point guard, I don't need my center doing that. Like, why? I don't need my center doing that. Go down there, grab rebounds, get on the block, and do your work. I don't need my center running point. That's weird to me. But I'm I'm a traditionalist. I would rather true positions. I don't like this positionless basketball thing. So, that could be more a function of what I prefer. But me personally, I'm worried about the guy that's going to give you 40.
All right. You can. One guy, besides Jordan, one guy is not going to kill you in a 7-game series. He might get 1 or 2 games on you.
I get
one
it.
guy's not going to kill you. It's more dangerous when you have guys that average 6 points a game in the regular season come in the series. Their averages is up to 12 and 13. And if you got 5 or 6 guys doing that, they're going to be impossible to beat.
Right.
No matter how dominant you are on both ends. So, me, as a player and as a coach, to me, I'm going to make Jokic beat me by himself and try to shut down his team.
I got you, and I respect that. No doubt.
That's how I look at things. Look at things. And to piggyback on what Transformer said, no one's going to ever be insane and say Nash was better than Kobe Bryant. But in those 3 years, those MVPs were warranted because he was the Phoenix Suns. Like,
I think he was just a better player on a better team.
The Matrix elevated. Stoudemire was nothing without him. He got Leandro Barbosa made Leandro Barbosa look like an all-star. He was impossible to stop coming off the bench. Boris Diaw turned into was a legit sharpshooter because all he had to do was just post up and Nash hit him in the corner. He made that Suns team very dangerous. So those 3, I believe it was like 3 or 4 years. I mean, he was dominating the game, but just in a different aspect. And he was dominated just in a different way. We look at dominant as somebody come down here, he's going to drop 40 on you and shut you down on the other end. That's how we traditionally, old school guys, compare dominance because we compare it to who? Michael Jordan. We set the standard on dominance.
Yes.
On dominance.
Yes.
So that's what we compare it. But we can never shy away another player because they do it in a different way.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
And I don't want no LeBron fans coming in here trying to piggyback off of that either.
You know what though? I don't think we have any.
Nope. Move on. Continue, Nation.
No doubt.
I'll let you get started.
I wasn't going to get started. I promise. I wasn't.
I'm not going to open up that can of worms because we know the last time we had that conversation.
Thank you.
Well,
it was like 4 hours long.
We got a topic with him next. So, but no, great stuff, Laker Nation. I appreciate you, man. You got anything else before we let you go?
No, I'm going to let y'all go because, like I said, I'm not going to hold the show up.
All right, brother. Thank you for calling, man. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
No
go
problem.
Lakers. Laker Nation.
Yeah, go Lakers. 1-0, baby.
1-0, baby.
Look,
Shut
man.
up, Bruce. Don't do it. Nope. It's a beautiful moment that we're about to have in the next topic. Don't do it.
Yeah, let's go to the next topic.
I'm trying with you, man. I'm trying. All right, Laker Nation. Thank you, man. Have a good one. I'm trying. All right. All right, let's get it, man. Great call. Brandon, unfortunately, the next topic, we got to do it. Okay.
But this is not a GOAT debate, right? So this is more of a so we're not going that deep. Like anything Jordan, we're leaving out of it.
Right.
It ain't no comparison. This ain't no, who's better. Nah, we're basking the moment.
But I will have something to say on.
Oh my God.
No, not about Jordan. No. Relax. It's not going to be what he usually is, but I also have to still be the voice of reason.
Reason my ass.
Here you go. Oh, here we go. Wow, how does he do that? How does he, young disciple? What up?
He got AI working for him.
Yo, that's crazy. Like right on time. That was wild. All right, well, let's get it, man. Let's get it.
That young disciple got AI on his phone.
Yo.
Whenever they mention LeBron and Jordan in the same sentence, ping me.
Yo, that was crazy. All right.
We came in right on time. As soon as it said history to LA, boop, Bron fan live in center.
Right. That was wild. Oh my goodness. But you want to lead this off, man? You want me to lead off for this?
All right. So last night, we witnessed history and a beautiful moment in the NBA history. The NBA Association has been around since 1949, and we've never seen when a father who is currently actively in the NBA playing a basketball game with his son, his offspring in the same game, right? And so last night, history was broken from the NBA spectrum, not sports in general, that goes to the Griffies, but the NBA spectrum. LeBron James Jr., aka Bronny James, got his opportunity to have that moment when he walked on the court side by side with his father, and they played in a game together. History was broken. Beautiful moment. If you guys are a family, a family who have kids or have a son, anything like that, it kind of hits you in a different spectrum to where you're able to see that.
Not really.
I said them, not you. I know how you feel. Shut up.
I have a son.
But you have a son. As you guys know, LeBron has been in the league for 22 years now. This is his 22nd season, and he literally had Bronny, I believe, his 3rd year in the NBA. So literally all of his life, all of Bronny's life, LeBron James has been in the NBA. And to witness the same baby that we saw him carrying on the court in the Cleveland Cavalier games, I'm pretty sure you guys see him having the picture of the basketball in his hand as a young toddler, to literally him checking in at the scorer's table to get ready to play in with you, man. To me, it was such a great moment. But history was made. I did love the. Yeah, sure. Play the clip.
All right, let's take a second, y'all, and let's share in the history together, because no matter how I feel about it, it was history and it was amazing. And I will say this, y'all know kind of where I am on that, but it was still history, and I love history. Y'all know that I'm a proponent of history, but I think also, as much as I hate to say this, if there's any organization where this should have happened, this one, it was the Los Angeles Lakers. So
my bad. Hold up, before we go, my bad. Hold up.
What's up?
My bad. Hold on.
Oh, here we go. Got to be kidding me.
All right, man. There it is. All right. Whoop, whoop. All right.
Got to be kidding me.
Right there. All right. Ready. Play the clip.
I should have put on my damn Celtics hoodie because it was ring night and banner 18 night last night. But you know what? I'm a chill.
But you didn't.
I did.
But you didn't.
All right.
So guess what? We got to look at this beautiful purple and gold, baby. Go ahead. Right. Roll the footage.
Go ahead and watch history, y'all.
All ready? All right. You see the intensity, right? Just play carefree, though. Don't worry about mistakes. Just go out and play hard.
History tonight. The first father-son duo to play together in an NBA game. This is all in the family.
So there was the moment, and we saw it, and it's over now, so that's good. So we can actually get on to some actual basketball. But this was, again, it was a major moment in the history of the NBA. Although I do find it interesting that they keep comparing it to the Griffies, and that's not really the same thing. I don't know why they keep comparing it to that, because Ken Griffey Jr. was the star, and his pops didn't pull any strings to get him drafted. And here's the thing, right? One thing I was telling Transformer before we got online. No. I'm just saying, I think that I'm not going to bash it, but I think it would have touched people a lot more, if it had happened organically and not been so manipulated. Am I fair in saying that, Transformer?
I'm sorry. I was just admiring the colors that I had.
Yeah, no doubt. No, I was saying, I think a lot of people might have felt differently about it if it had happened more organically and not have been so manipulated in the way it came about. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, that's fair, right? That's fair, because I believe, in my opinion, he should have been drafted. I saw he should have. I definitely saw him coming on as a restricted free agent. I mean, a free agent signing. But I don't think he kind of wanted that to happen. So I mean, the manipulation of getting him drafted. But I do think at the end all be all, by the end of that draft, regardless if he was drafted or not, he was going to be on that Lakers team. Like I think that's just my opinion. To me, like I said before, to me the 55th pick isn't that big of a deal for me. It just isn't. It truly isn't for me. Like, and you can. I'm gonna let you go, Bruce. Let you go. But to me, it's not that big of a deal because those are like swing and miss picks. You're literally 5-6 picks away from being undrafted, right? So at this point, what we're looking at as far as the Laker team, that 55th pick is not going to be a contributor in us having a championship run. From what left of LeBron's career, what we got from AD and those other guys, our first round pick is that. So I think we saw that as our first round pick. We stole it from the draft. Now, with that 55th pick, hey, Bron, we're going to go get your son, and you can kind of have that moment. That was that PR publicity. Bron pulled the strings, yada, yada. I agree with that, but I do think he was going to end up a Laker, even if he wasn't to get drafted. So that's just my opinion on it.
All right, so here's the deal, right? You've been on one thing from the beginning. He's the 55th pick. Why are we making this such a big deal? He's the 55th pick, right? I get it. However, do you know why this is such a big deal? Why is this such a big deal? You take a shot at that. And it's not quite why you think. Why is this such a big deal?
Him being the 55th pick?
No, why is it such a big deal that he's the 55th pick, but all this attention is there? Why do you think that is?
Father's name.
Okay, not quite. The real reason is because, remember, this dude was still in high school, hadn't started in college yet, remember? And LeBron is sitting there tweeting, watching NBA League Pass, and Bronny is better than, what do you say? Bronny is better than most of the players in this league or something like that?
Yeah.
Ish lightweight, hilarious. And then it was after one of the Lakers games, I think they lost, and LeBron, there he is tweeting again, Bronny could help this team win right now, right? So remember what I've been saying. Not about Bronny. Got no problem with Bronny. Want Bronny to be successful, whether he's a Laker or not. Want the young man to have success, no matter what he wants to do, as long as it's not illegal or immoral. Got it. The fact is this, though. This is not about Bronny. It's about LeBron. That's why I've always been against this whole thing. Why do you think that Bronny was pushed so hard and so fast to come into the league, even though he's not ready? Because he's on LeBron's timeline. And no matter what people think LeBron, some people think LeBron is a robot, a cyborg, whatever. And he has been one. No. I was about to say he has been one for the bulk of his career, right?
Yeah.
We've never, keep saying it. I have to acknowledge we've never seen a guy in the league this long play at this level, or at least produce at this level. Let's say that. But, and there's a difference, produce at this level. But with that said, you see him. You see how quickly he gets mad tired now out on the floor. He knows his time is running out. So for him to do this, he had to push and pull those strings for Bronny to be there. He had to, because this is on his timeline. That's why this is problematic for me. That's all. Oh my God, Brandon, Jesus Christ. But okay, I think you just be trying to push my buttons, man. I think that's what it is. But yeah, that's.
I was gonna put it on the screen, but I wanted you to finish off your statement. But I was gonna put that on the screen.
Yeah, man, this guy. No, but that's the real deal. That's why this is such a problem. That's why this is such a big deal, because LeBron had to open his mouth and talking about Bronny is better than all these guys, and he'd be able to help the Lakers right now, and this, that, and the third. That's the real problem here. Was it history? Yes. Did it look like it was a nice little moment? Yes. But we know what it's really about. And I don't know how anybody can argue that when this dude, LeBron, planted those seeds like 6 freaking years ago. Bronny wasn't even in high school yet when LeBron dropped those seeds. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Oh, I would love to play with my son, blah, blah, blah. So why are we acting like this isn't about him? We know what it is. We know what it is. So that's my thing. But I actually was listening to the Unsportsmanlike podcast on ESPN with Chris Canty, Evan Cohen, and Michelle Smallman. And they had some interesting comments this morning regarding this whole situation. And I would like to share it, and then we can come back and discuss it.
I don't know that the block does that. I think last night is more LeBron and paints the entirety of the 20-plus years of the LeBron James era of the NBA, more so than just the block. And there are so many layers to this. What happens from here is really the debated part, because I know that like Pat Costello, our producer, is of the belief, keep him on this team. The development is just making LeBron happy, and he's going to be happy with his son around.
Yeah, there's no argument about what's in the best interest of Bronny, though, which is going down to the G League and having an opportunity to play every day. Like that's what it is. Like if he's going to stay with the Lakers, I don't know that he's going to get the kind of burn that he's going to need to get into a flow, to get into a routine that's going to allow him to develop properly. And I guess that's the biggest argument when it comes to what should happen for Bronny James moving forward. Because I get it. If you're LeBron, you would like to be able to go on the road with your son, and maybe there might be an opportunity for that later in the season. But right now, what's in Bronny's best interest is to actually play in games and play meaningful minutes, extended playing time. He's not going to get that with the Lakers. Not if this team is trying to win.
This was obviously widely debated before the Lakers inevitably drafted Bronny James, and I hope that this doesn't come off callous, but we're going to learn a lot coming up whether or not the Lakers view Bronny as a prop or a player. Because if they actually think that he could be a player, he's going to take the same path that everybody else would take after they have this photo op, right? Yeah. He's going to go down to the G League and he's going to earn it. If he's just there to make LeBron smile and make LeBron have that much more motivation to go out there and be the best that he can and win, which I don't think he necessarily needs more of that, but if Bronny James provides that even an ounce by having him on the Lakers and having him next to his dad on the bench, then so be it. But I think we're going to learn a lot about how the Lakers view this situation based on that decision.
Yeah, but Bronny James ain't going to be better than anybody that's in the Lakers rotation right now.
No, not close.
Is he,
not close. I mean,
that's right.
I mean,
is he there for his dad, or is he there to be a player?
Well, I mean,
we're going to find out.
Who is he going to contribute more than off the bench? He ain't going to contribute more than Gabe Vincent, Jackson Hayes, or Dalton Knecht. He's just not. Like I think Evan is spot on with this. Like Bronny James is not an NBA caliber player right now.
Then why was he out on the floor last night?
No, because he wanted to have that moment with his dad.
Exactly.
And so you're hoping that he can develop into that. But right now, what's in the best interest of the Lakers are the 8 guys that had the majority of the minutes last night. Like I was just talking with Jay Williams, who's going to be on Get Up with Mike Greenberg, and he's going to be on Greenie's radio show later on this morning. But one of the things that he was saying was J.J. Redick put the best lineup together last night with the best rotation. It took Darvin Ham 50 games into his head coaching career with the Lakers before he figured that out. Mm-hmm. J.J. Redick did it on night 1. I'm not going to let Bronny James interfere with that by throwing those other guys off, by playing him in minutes just because it makes his dad feel better.
Well,
that doesn't make sense.
I actually think go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was just going to say, but what if that's what LeBron wants? What if LeBron has made it crystal clear that he wants Bronny to be alongside him throughout the season? Then what do you do if you're JJ Redick?
You do whatever he wants, right? Because they've already. This is not.
Got you throwing things.
It's not akin to Aaron Rodgers. It's not that far off. Like it's LeBron's team. You do what he wants. Here, the Lakers are going to tell.
But if they do that, then they're going to sandbag their season. That's what's going to happen.
But he won't play. But here's the thing: the Lakers are going to tell us very clearly what they think about Bronny James as a basketball player. If Bronny James is in the NBA all year, they do not think he can play. If he goes to the G League, they think he can play. Let me be clear
what I said,
on this.
A prep or a player.
Well,
you're going to determine whether or not he's a player. If you keep him on the Lakers, you don't think that he's going to help you down the road.
If you demote him, it's a promotion. If you think about this logically, if you demote him, you're actually promoting him because you think that he has a future. If you don't demote him, then you're saying this young man, makes the second greatest player of all time so happy, so comfortable, so not passive aggressive that we wish we did this earlier. We wish we signed him out of high school if we could, because if LeBron James is going to be the guy that publicly backs his coach, runs the system that his coach wants to run, is a part of creating that system, that's what you dream of. You want him in partnership with the organization. And if this gets him in partnership with the organization, I'm fine wasting a roster spot on it. I don't care.
All right, so let me say this to start, man. There was a lot of stuff there that pissed me off. All right.
Wait. That man said something I was screaming at Darvin Ham about all last season. Get that fucking rotation right, bro. Get it right. I was like, bro, we fans are screaming, dog, stop putting in 3 freaking guards at the 1, 2, and 3. What are you doing? I hated that so much about Darvin Ham. He was right about JJ Redick saying, F that, bro. We're putting this lineup together. We're gonna roll with it. But go ahead. I took that
a completely different way. That was one of the notes I took. I don't know if you saw me writing while they were talking, but that was actually one of the notes I took. Was it really annoyed me that they immediately got to crapping on Darvin Ham to prop up JJ Redick? But that's fine because JJ's gonna suck this year.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. That lineup worked. That lineup was much better. If you look at and this is why I kind of want you to just look back, take LeBron out of it, right? Look at what Darvin Ham was doing with that roster last year. It was lineups where I'm just like, what? That doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make basketball sense, right?
The only thing I'll say about that is on some level it had to make sense. Darvin Ham is a championship assistant. He is a guy who played in the league for a long time, as we know, and he cut his teeth and made his bones as a coach. He worked his way up. He didn't get picked because somebody liked him, but that's a different story.
But I don't think that puts him beyond reproach, though. That you just
I was about to say that doesn't mean that he can't make egregious mistakes. Anyone can, but I would rather go with. All right, I didn't like it. To me, it seemed like they were trying to throw Darvin Ham under the bus to prop up JJ Redick. There is a concerted effort to big up everything LeBron does and make it look like this guy is some sort of genius. But we'll get there, right? So here's the thing. All right, so I'll go backwards. So the last thing that we heard was, what was it? Do what LeBron wants. So we heard Evan Cohen talking about if you're in a position and you can get LeBron to buy in and listen to the coach and to be a part of this and do what the coach wants. I'm like, wait a minute. This is the guy that y'all told me for all these years was the most unselfish superstar. And when I said he was selfish, y'all called me a hater. This is the guy for all these years that I said isn't coachable. Y'all told me I lied, right? Not you, but y'all.
Okay, no, I'm letting you cook. This ain't to me. Yeah, no,
right. No, it's not to you, not at all. This is y'all told me I lied. Y'all told me I'm a hater. Y'all told me I'm hating on a black man. I wake up every morning just to find a reason to hate on another black man. Here we go. But we hear the people who know, right? The people who know, the reporters, the media people, so on and so forth. They're sitting here telling you, what did they say? If you go back and listen, and you can listen on the replay, they're saying if you can get LeBron to buy in and listen to the coach and be part of the. So what does that tell you? For most of his career, he wasn't doing that. He is selfish. I've been saying it for years, but nobody wants to hear me because I'm not a LeBron fan. So they say I'm a hater. Yeah, we'll get to it, Bruiser. Definitely. You know what? Let's do it right now, and then I'll get back to that. AD got busy. Absolutely. 36, 16, and 4 blocks. And if he can continue, to play somewhat on that level or play along the level that he played last year, it's going to be a good look, man. He definitely got busy. Absolutely, Bruce. Let's give AD his flowers for sure. He got busy.
I wish that man can play the Defensive Player of the Year every game.
Yeah, that's
he took that shit.
Yeah, he sure did.
He took that pretty what the heck? How did he get Defensive Player of the Year? Yeah, the Minnesota Timberwolves had a better team defensive rating.
Yeah,
okay, they don't make him the best player.
When he was in the game though, like he contributed mightily to that. So let me just say something real quick. People are like, "Oh, he was getting banged on. That's your Defensive Player of the Year," and I'm like, "That's the stupidest thing ever." How many times do we see elite shot blockers get piked on? Why does that happen? Because they're always trying to protect the rim. They're doing the damn job. They're not making business decisions or moving out of the way when guys attack the rim. So let's stop acting like because you get dunked on, you're not playing defense. That is so dumb. And only people who don't know basketball would say something that's stupid. So D-Rob got dunked on. Dream got dunked on. Ewing got dunked on. Zoe got dunked on. All these dudes got dunked on. And every one of them has been first or second team All-NBA defense multiple times. And everyone except Patrick Ewing has been Defensive Player of the Year. Stop it.
So
go ahead, bro.
Why are we making a big deal when Bron got dunked on, man?
We're not doing that.
Why did he make that such a big deal? He got dunked on.
Let me get back to my points, man. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. And let me reiterate. Let me reiterate for anybody listening and anybody who's watching on the replay. None of this that I'm kicking right now has anything to do with Bronny, because I want Bronny to have success. I just don't think he's good enough for that. Now, next. False narrative, right? Did you hear him say that when they asked, when they were saying that Bronny's not an NBA player right now, well, why was he? And Michelle Smallman says, well, why was he on the floor last night? And Chris Canty says, because he wanted to have the moment with his dad. See how we just lie and push false narratives why do we lie and push false narratives for LeBron all the time? Why do we do that?
But when Bronny himself, true or not?
Bronny himself said it. I keep.
No, it could be like this. Bro, I am tired of this shit. Hurry up and get this moment over with. Put me in the game now. Right? How do we know he ain't saying that? Like, bro, I'm tired of these cameras. I'm tired. Like, I just want to focus on being the
okay.
Like, I want to focus on play. So, multiple things can be true until we hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it could be a flip. He talking like
my dad. We did hear Bronny say that. We heard him say that. Right. So So that's how we know that. Secondly, it's just frustrating to me how the mainstream sports media, especially ESPN, just has to carry this water for LeBron. Like, I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? It drives me crazy, but that's cool. So now we see two things. We see the fact that LeBron is supposed to be coachable. We saw that exposed, lie. So I guess the white man hating on the black man now, right? I guess so. Okay, cool. So we saw that. That's a lie, number one. Number two, we see the sports media carrying the water for LeBron and lying, saying that Bronny wanted to have the moment with his dad. That's a lie because we have it out of Bronny's own mouth. Pause. That's a lie. Okay, that's another lie. Good. Now, we mentioned, they mentioned, if the Lakers are serious and they think Bronny can play, they'll send him to the G League. You know what I've been thinking? Even though I believe with all my heart that LeBron stole a spot from somebody to give to his son, if you send him to the G League, it's not a good move. They are going to destroy him down there. The G League is full of nothing but. You can make. But the G League is full of hungry dogs, Transformer. And think about this, right? There are going to be some cameras, obviously not as much as the NBA, but there's going to be cameras that go with Bronny. There's going to be reporters that get sent. Okay, follow Bronny around. This is your job. You're on the Bronny beat, right? And guess what? Those G Leaguers down there who are fighting, who don't have millions and are trying to get to the NBA so they can feed their families and do what they have to do, they're going to say, oh, word? Oh, you came to see him? You about to see me. And they're going to go at him. Remember when Lonzo Ball first came in the league and Pat Bev, that very first game? So, okay, your pops was talking all that. I got something for you. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was. And those G League dudes down there, man, they are hungry. And I'm telling you, they are going to destroy Bronny when he gets down there. Go ahead.
But I think either way, that's a move you have to make. You have to make that move, right? Okay. Because if not, what are you going to do? Just put him on a bench, and then when he gets in the NBA in the real game, that he gets cooked by them? You're going to get cooked regardless. Like, you're going to have to take those punches, bro. Like, and I think that you're sending him to the G League. Yes, there's going to be games he can eat him up, but guess what? You're getting play time. You're getting reps.
That's true.
Times with an NBA coach. You're spending time with an NBA dynasty. Like, they're like, you have those tips. You have that playing time. You sitting on the bench and riding the pine all year, you're not getting game reps. You're not feeling that pressure of the competition. You're not going out there getting cooked. You're going to get cooked. Everybody gets cooked. Everybody gets their barbecue chicken on your dime. Son, they are coming for your head. Your father is LeBron James. They are coming for your head. Damn, you being drafted. They was coming at you regardless. They were coming after you regardless, right? Based on things that Bronny said. And two, of course, who LeBron is and his stature in the NBA. So he's going to get cooked regardless. So I think at this point, I've been saying it all year, and I said it since the draft. They're going to get their PR out the way, right? We're going to have this moment. We're going to bask in the glory of Bronny playing with his father. But after that, he goes to the G League. Why? Because you need to develop him. What did JJ Redick say when he first got on that team? We're looking at player development.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking at player development. How does that connect? Okay, we're looking at developing Bronny to be able to withstand and play him in these games, right? You know what I mean? He's not going to get the reps. We are in trying to get to the championship mode. He does not beat nobody off of that bench. All 12 guys, he's not beating nobody on that bench, right? So at that point, hey, we're having a celebratory moment. The G League hasn't started yet. By the time the G League started, we're gonna demote you down. And for Bronny, I'm 100% positive. He's like, please send me there. Right? These guys are in win now mode. I don't need to be, because the biggest media who's gonna hate this move the most is the Laker media. Laker media ain't finna play that. Like, why is he here? He's not contributing, right? When we have bigger pieces, better pieces that are sitting on that bench. Like, he's not contributing value. But send that man down to the G League, and perhaps we get Dwight Howard to fill in that 12th spot. You know what I mean? We get another big to fill in that 12th spot. So me as a Laker fan, oh, hell no. Send that motherfucker to the damn G League. Congratulations, Bronny. Congratulations, Bron. But you go to the G League. Take those wounds. Take those punches. Take that ass whooping. Take that butt cutting. When you got in trouble when you were growing up, right? And you came home, you're like, damn, man, I knew I fucked with that. But guess what? Hey, you know that butt cutting coming. You know that butt cutting coming. You take it, you move on, you learn from it. He's going to get that butt cutting, whether he's in a G League or whether he's sitting on the NBA, sitting on the bench. Nobody want to see that man come in and play 3 minutes a game. Come on, bro. Send a man in the G League. He can play 20, 15, 20 minutes, 25. Get those reps. Get into it with the NBA coaches. There's valuable NBA coaches in the G League. People don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? There's coaches out there. So he's going to have to get that, bro. He's going to have to get that.
You're going to have to get that work. Brandon, I get what you're saying, man, but this is one of the biggest stories in the world of sports right now. We got to do it. Young disciple.
Get reps. Chris, thank
you. I know you're a LeBron James
guy.
Go ahead. Redo it, brother. I know you're a LeBron James guy, young disciple, so I guess that extends to Junior as well. But the fact is this, you cannot say he belonged in the McDonald's All-America game when his pops had to call to get him on the team. Stop that. That's just disingenuous. Cut that out, man. Cut that out. Let's see. Bruce says, I love Bronny because he shows no emotion. He's a very stoic young man. I think he's in a position where he can't show emotion here. Like, what would he do, right? He can't. He's got to be tough because of all the pressure that's on him. And unfortunately, that's pressure created by his father. So, I mean, it is what it is. All right. So this whole thing, like I said, it was supposed to be a celebration and it was supposed to be, just a great moment to see. And I think it was both of those things. But at the same time, like I said, the problem that so many people have is how it came about. And that's my biggest issue. And again, I'm going to make it clear. I'm going to say it again, Laker or not. I want Bronny to succeed. He's a young man and I don't wish him ill, just like I wouldn't want someone to wish my son ill. I want Bronny to succeed. I just hate how this all happened. All right. We'll go ahead and 904-219-8264.
He didn't do it right, y'all. I got you.
That's the number, and it's scrolling on the bottom. But hold on, y'all. I want Bruce to call first. I think he's got to get out of here, so I want to make sure he gets his call through. After Bruce gets his call, then anybody else could call. So Bruce, call now. Bruce, call now.
Oh, he was trying to call already?
No. He had said in the chat earlier, can he call? He'll make it quick. So I don't know if he's got to get out of here or what. But I'm telling you, Bruce, call now.
Call after now for your free tattered reading.
But yeah, that's where I am on this whole thing, man. It's a show, it's a publicity stunt, and we know it's all about LeBron. And I'm sure this is going to be a wonderful part of his documentary that he's been setting up. So, all right, here we go. Format Podcast, Bruce, what up?
Hey man, what's going on?
Chilling. Me and
Hakeem your dream.
Hakeem your dream.
That's a quarter every time I play that, right?
How your boy feeling tonight?
Oh, maintaining, brother, maintaining.
Hey, man, we just 1-0, just chilling. AD out there dominating. You know what I mean?
We 1-0 too. We collected some rings and raised the banner. But go ahead, Bruce.
Hear that shit.
Real quick, I'm gonna make it quick because I do want to call back a little later for the Raven talk. Okay. I got some big opinions on that.
Bet.
I just like Bronny. I like that he's not emotional.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very stoic young man. I think the kid is good. The kid is good. It was other players drafted. It was other players drafted this year that averaged less points than him. A lot of players get drafted off potential. Understand what I'm saying? But they already said it like a month or two ago that he will be in the G League. It's going to happen. They said that.
Oh yeah, I know.
And you what? And that was a good point you made, Bruce. I like it. Bron, you was right about that. You know your shit. You do your research. Bron didn't make that call for the All-American.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He did make that call.
Yeah.
One more point. When you say LeBron.
Are you breaking up, bro? Say that again, please.
You say LeBron don't listen to his coach.
No, man.
He don't listen to his coach. I think that's what
he's not coachable. No.
Wherever you at, but you're breaking up a lot, Jay.
Yeah, I think you're in a bad spot, Bruce. You was breaking up bad. Try it again.
Hello, you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. He ran the East for down there 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
How he didn't listen to his coach? Only coach I say he didn't really listen. Just two on me didn't listen to.
Okay.
Darvin Ham and David Black.
Right. Definitely didn't listen to both.
He got him out. He got David Black out of there quick.
Mm-hmm.
And they was number one in the East. I think they had the best record in the NBA, and they got him up out of there. But
Mike Brown.
I want to say that
Yo, you are in a terrible spot, Bruce. You keep breaking up, man. I know you got some good stuff here, man. Can you get somewhere where the signal's better and try to call us back? Because I definitely want to hear what you have to say.
You hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Try it again.
Do you hear me now?
Yes, try it again.
I said, you say that he's selfish. Bro, you can't really say that. Don't just try to put that on him. I'm pretty sure all Hall of Famers didn't get along with their coach at one point in time.
Okay.
Understand what I'm saying?
Are you looking for a response or are you speaking? I don't want to cut you off.
I'm just saying, do you see what I'm trying to say? Y'all trying to say he's selfish. Most Hall of Famers are selfish, aren't they?
Yes and no, right? So if you, because you just said that most Hall of Famers don't get along with their coach at some time. Have we ever seen one that's gotten this many coaches removed and then try to act like he had nothing to do with it? Let's be real here. Don't. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You try to do a quick brainstorm. Go ahead, finish talking.
No, I was just gonna say. I think also a part of this because we know that LeBron is really a long game kind of guy, right? Pause. And I think that one of the things we know is that, and we can kind of see it now. This whole circus with Bronny, we don't know how Darvin Ham, who's a down to business guy, would have taken that. And so LeBron's like, I got to get somebody in here who I can control that's going to do what I want to do. And that's JJ Redick. Yeah, go ahead.
So what's the difference between what LeBron did and what Kyrie, James Harden, and KD did in Brooklyn when he said they could coach their own team? How disrespectful is that?
That was very disrespectful. You weren't around for it. I don't think I was doing lives at the time, but I definitely went in on that. I'm sure you can find it if you dig further back. Yeah, I agree.
It happens in all sports. Players don't get along. They coaches. You can sit in NFL, baseball. This is a natural state of people having emotions, and everybody just don't get along.
Yeah, Bruce.
They don't want to listen to that.
I don't disagree with it happening in every sport and at every superstar, but we talking about to the level that it is with LeBron. Like if we go down and look, this dude's gotten like 8 or 9 coaches fired.
I'm gonna get off the fire. I'm gonna hold you up to you. I know somebody else want to get on.
Okay.
Just face it, bro. LeBron is the king, bro. He's the king. He big boss man right now.
Well, you know what?
Power. He got power, yo. Just admit that the guy got you just don't like. He abusing his power.
You know what?
He basically abusing his power.
Oh, he definitely did that. But I tell you what, you're right. LeBron is the king, but I'll ride with
I king your dream. All right, listen, I'm gonna call back a little later, man, for the Ravens Chiefs joint.
No doubt, man. Bro. Thank you for calling.
All
right. Hello.
All right, what's up, man?
Hey, what's good?
Shit.
How you doing, man?
In the building.
Hey, man, I ain't appreciating all that, all that hate, man. Get that hate out your heart, man. Get that hate out your heart, man. Hey, bro, boss up, bro. Like them 2 words, I want everybody to go by, bro. Boss up, bro. Mm-hmm. If LeBron could pull the strings that he pulled, nigga, to get his son in the league, boss up, bro.
So my bad. Go ahead.
Because who else would you have liked them to draft, bro?
So let me just look. I'm just gonna say this. Like you and I, we've been back and forth on this. We had a good debate on this, a good spirited debate on this a few weeks ago. So like, it's not even a point of
you been running. It's not even. You've been running, bro.
No. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about like maybe about a month ago. You and I we had a good one, but I don't even think we are diametrically opposed on this thing. At the end of the day, you're a LeBron guy, and I respect that, and that's fine.
This ain't about being no LeBron guy, bro. You keep saying that.
No, but listen. The reason I say that is because every time I criticize a dude, you are jumping to his defense as if you're getting paid to do so. You know what I'm saying? And if you didn't even listen to hear me say multiple times, I wish Bronny success. I don't have a problem with Bronny. I wish him the best.
But yes, you do. You do have a problem with it, bro. You voice your problem every time the subject come up, bro. You voice it, bro. Like, so you do have a problem with it. I wish all you, like, listen, bro. Let me be honest with you, bro.
Okay.
It just looked. like I don't know if all y'all like dudes who super hypercritical on LeBron. Like I don't know if y'all peep it. I don't know if y'all can sense it or not. It just looks weird, bro, when you have a pattern of being hypercritical with his dad for y'all to switch that target, bro, and point it at his son. I just don't know. Like that look real.
Okay, so
bro,
hold on, fam. Hold on.
55 pick, bro, that you got this kind of smoke for, bro.
Okay.
Give me one.
Okay, hold on. See, right? I'm trying not to get irritated right now because what you're doing is you're misrepresenting my position, right? Because again, I will say it time and time again. I've said it time and time again, not just on this episode, but on previous ones, that I have no issue whatsoever with Bronny. I want Bronny to have success. Hold on, Transformer. Have I not said that multiple times across multiple episodes? I don't have an issue with Bronny.
It's not about you saying it. It ain't about you saying it, bro. Like your content doesn't mirror that. It doesn't reflect that, bro.
So
I mean, y'all have to be honest with yourself, bro.
No, you have to be honest with yourself, bro. You talking about the stuff that looks weird. I'm gonna tell you what looks weird. Is that every time somebody criticizes LeBron, you and the people like you got to jump up to defend this dude like you're in some kind of freaking personal mercenary army for this cat. He's not paying you. He's not paying you, fam.
But who paying you?
Damn.
Who paying you?
All y'all.
Actually, yeah, it's
all y'all who listen to what? I'm not getting rich.
So you think because you sit on YouTube, nigga, and you have an opinion, right? And then you do the little sneaky stuff that like you bring the opinion that whatever that dude name is that I seen last week that we know, like you like to buffer your own little buffer your own little points or your own the little thing that you got like against Bron. Like, bro, nigga see through that, bro. A nigga see through you, man, all that, bro. Nigga see through y'all, bro. Like, so just state what it is. Y'all got a problem with LeBron. so anything LeBron do, nigga, y'all gonna come on these little shows. Y'all gonna produce content, like finding a way, like to make it negative. It doesn't matter, bro. It don't matter about you saying nigga, that you don't got a problem with Bronny. That doesn't matter, bro. It sure don't matter, bro. When at the end of the day, niggas throw rocks at the throne. Nigga, don't have no problem with LeBron.
My man.
Like, come on, let's be real.
My man, why do you get so emotional over somebody you don't know? Real talk.
Why is it y'all? I support him.
Bro, why do you get so emotional? I can ask you the same thing. Why are you hypercritical of a person you don't know?
All I do is tell the truth. I don't lie. I don't make stuff up. I back up everything that I say about this cat.
No, you don't.
All right, cool. All right, but listen.
Prove to me he's not coachable right now. Prove to me he's not coachable.
What? Because we know for a fact. Okay. Hold on. So we know for a fact. One. This is so. Explain to me how this is coachable. The coach is drawing up plays. Everybody's in the huddle, and you walking away completely ignoring what's going on. Tell me in what sport and on what level that's coachable. You just said prove to me that he's not coachable. I did that, and watch you move the damn goalpost now. Watch you do that.
No, I ain't gonna move nothing. Now tell me how many coaches LeBron had.
Oh man, he's been in the league 22 years. I want to say he's at 11 or 12 coaches now.
Is it that? Oh yeah. Well,
no. He had 9. He got 9. Now how many coaches Kobe
had?
8.
Counting interims, I want to say 9. Yeah. Kobe wasn't. Go ahead.
So why don't anybody ever say Kobe wasn't coachable?
Because Kobe wasn't getting coaches fired. Kobe wasn't blatantly ignoring what the coaches say.
He got D'Antoni up out of there though.
He got D'Antoni out of there.
Okay, all right. I stand corrected.
That's the one.
Well, guess what? Though. Okay,
so Kobe not coachable.
How explain to me? Okay, so 1 equals 8 or 9. Then, huh? That's what we saying.
You just gave me you just put up one instance. What you saying?
No, you asked me to give you one instance, one example of LeBron not being coachable. I did that. You asked me.
One instance ain't gonna prove that a player is coachable or not. Let's be honest with you. Let's be honest, bro. I didn't say give me one instance. I didn't say give me one. I said prove to me he's not coachable.
You said give me an example. You said prove to me he's not coachable. Give me an example. That's what you said.
One instance. So you mean to tell me you see LeBron do that one time? That proves to you in your head that he's not coachable.
Oh no, there's more than that. There's more than that. But look,
give it to me.
Listen, my brother.
No,
I don't got to do this with you, man.
Give me that phone
Give it to me.
It ain't even. It's not even about running.
Bro, you always running, bro. Give it to me. All the stuff that you say go unfiltered, bro. It go. Hey, nobody give you no pushback on it. Now I'm giving you pushback on it. Show me, nigga. Prove to me all the stuff that you say, nigga, be true, and it's facts. Prove it right now.
You all right? You sound like you about to pop a blood vessel over there, bro.
No, nigga. I'm sick of you, nigga, with these things. Yeah, I'm sick of y'all with these.
Whoa. My man. First of all, hold on. You gotta. All right, listen. Hold on. Calm down. One, calm down. Two, chill with the N-word. And then we'll go ahead. All right, I appreciate that. So
prove to me that all the narratives that you lift up on your channel, prove to me right now that they are facts.
So
not opinions.
Have we not seen LeBron get multiple coaches fired? We've seen that, right?
No, we haven't.
We've seen that, right?
No, we haven't. Hey, y'all the same ones. Y'all the same ones that try to come to Y'all the same ones that try to come to Ham. Try to take up for Ham, saying like LeBron got rid of a black coach. What about when he got rid of black nigga to put Tyronn Lue in there? What about that?
Listen, I never complain. I like that you got Tyronn Lue hired. That's a great hire, and Tyronn Lue is a great coach.
So
I've never complained about that.
Did he get black fired or did he empower a black coach? Tell me which one it is.
Two things can be true. He definitely got black fired, but he also got Tyronn Lue hired.
So why don't I ever hear you put that on the pedestal? That he empowered a black man, gave Tyronn Lue his first opportunity, which to be what we can both say right now is the reason why he got the opportunity with the Clippers right now.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it.
I'll give you that.
So why you don't never up that is what I'm asking.
So I will give you that, right? And you know what? Hold on. You didn't let me. Can you let me finish? Can you let me finish, fam? Can you let me finish?
Go on, finish, bro.
All right, cool.
Go on, finish.
What I was gonna say is you're right, and I need to mention that more. I was actually gonna say that, but you so up in your feelings. You so up. I've never seen anything like this, fam.
But when they up in my feelings, you see why though? You see why?
No, I don't see why.
Instead of y'all look. Instead of y'all taking time and looking at the full picture, what y'all do is if y'all run with. But before I just told you that, you said you never even thought about that. Why haven't you ever thought about that, bro?
Okay. You know what? This
is y'all, man. Who is y'all? Say he.
No. The reason I haven't thought about that.
He know what I'm talking about, bro. I ain't talking about you, Transformer. This ain't got nothing to do with you, Transformer. I swear to God, this ain't got nothing to do with you, bro.
So you asked me why I haven't thought about that. You ever heard the expression? And pardon my profanity. You ever heard the expression? It takes 10 attaboys to get over one oh shit. You ever heard that expression?
Come on, bro.
Have you heard that expression?
Come on, bro.
Have you heard that expression? The point. Listen what I'm saying. You gonna let me talk?
Come on, man.
You call in and then you don't let me talk. You scream and yell all over the phone. Calm down, man. What I'm saying is this, right? When you see a whole bunch of negativity, it stands out more than the one good thing, right? So yes, he empowered Tyronn Lue, and that helped Tyronn Lue get that Clippers job. No question about it. You are right. I don't see how I can do that. I don't have a problem with saying you're right on that.
That's the reason why Tyronn Lue right now looked at as one of the greatest coaches in the game right now. LeBron did that.
I just finished saying you're right.
I'm just saying LeBron did that. I'm just saying LeBron did that. So we can get rid of the narrative.
No, we can't. Hell no, we can't.
What you mean?
So he did one thing. We can get rid of the narrative that he gets coaches fired because he got one hired. Come on, man.
Now give me the black coach that Kobe and Mike empowered. I'll wait.
I don't think Mike. Excuse me. Kobe never. Not Kobe. Mike never had a black coach though.
No.
I'll wait.
So what's your point?
I'll wait.
But I don't.
Kobe did.
Kobe didn't get a black coach.
First, I'm talking about Mike.
Yes, he did.
I'm talking about Mike, and then we're gonna go to Kobe next.
He got Mike Brown fired. Let's be real.
Mike Brown left.
Yes, he
didn't get him fired.
Transformer. These are the same things y'all said about LeBron. We don't know.
Wait a minute.
We don't know who LeBron fired.
Oh, I mean,
come on,
I would say it's true because I definitely say Kobe got Mike D'Antoni fired. He definitely got him fired. But LeBron got people fired. I mean, players get a lot of coaches fired these days.
Transformer. All I'm saying is it's the same thing, bro. But if a coach lose his job, if a coach lose his job while LeBron playing for him, it's LeBron got him fired. If a coach lose his job while Kobe playing for him, it ain't the same type of smoke.
Okay, so let's try this, right? So first you started off by mentioning that LeBron has had 9 head coaches in the league, and you were correct. So 9 head coaches in the league, and we know for a fact
Kobe had more.
We know for a fact that
a lot of those before he,
6 of those got fired while LeBron. Have you ever heard of the common denominator? You heard of that? That's called
what
LeBron.
What do you mean 6 of? So how many of the 10, 11 coaches that Kobe had got fired, nigga? Why coaching Kobe?
Wait, so why is it that we hear that LeBron gets coaches fired? Not saying that everything you hear is correct, but we don't hear that about Kobe.
Right. Man, bro, I don't know.
No, I'm asking you.
Bro, I can't speak to no narrative. See, that's a narrative, bro. That's something that me, you, Transformer, G, nobody around that's talking right now can verify, bro, that LeBron get coaches fired, bro. So why go with that narrative?
Okay, so let me check this. I want to make sure I understand what you are saying or what you're insinuating. Are you saying you don't believe LeBron gets coaches fired? Is that what you're saying? I don't want to put words in your mouth. I want to understand.
What I'm saying is that whether I believe it or not, it's a narrative. It's an opinion. I have no facts to base what I say. What I'm saying, whatever my answer would be, I would have no facts to back that up. The way you sit on here and say LeBron proves
okay.
That's emphatically incorrect, bro.
That's not emphatically incorrect. But I got an example for you. Okay, I got an example for you. He tried to get Spoelstra fired. He's tried to get Spoelstra fired. You know how we know that? Because Pat Riley wrote it in his damn book. He tried to get Spoelstra fired, and Pat Riley blocked that. So now,
bro, that's one coach, bro. That's
one
coach.
So every time I say something, that's one. Come on, man. Calm down, fam.
Bro, the other stuff you talking about, bro, can't even be verified, bro. So LeBron went into Pat Riley office trying to get Pat Riley. Bro, you don't put nothing in context, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, all the way, bro. Can I talk? I just listen to you, bro.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
All the weight of the world was on LeBron's shoulders, nigga, the first year in Miami. What he was after was for to get this rookie out of here and give me Pat Riley. And you mean to tell me you want to do the same thing?
Wow. So now the excuse is because all the pressure was on LeBron.
Transformer.
So that's what Transformer. The same pressure LeBron asked for.
Let me ask Transformer. What? Are you serious?
Not one, not two, not three. Come on, man. Get out of here, man. Come on.
Knew that was an exaggeration, man.
That was not. All right.
Come on. Let's be honest.
We always moved
it. He got up to 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Come on, man.
That wasn't realistic. Come on.
We got to stop this.
Hold on, right quick. Okay, but that's all right. That's it, bro. I got to take care of some business right now, but that's it. I'll hit y'all at a later date.
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for calling. All right. Ooh, okay. Man, I tell you,
love it when he calls, man. Yes, sir.
I've never seen So he says it's weird because allegedly I hate LeBron and then I transfer to hate to Bronny, which y'all have acknowledged I don't have any issue with Bronny. I said it time and time again. I just hate how it happened. But even still, it's weird that I allegedly have a problem with Bronny, but it's not weird that he's up here screaming and yelling and huffing and hollering about another man he doesn't even know. That's not weird. You see how these people, you're laughing because you know what I'm saying is true. You're laughing because you know what I'm saying is true. You see how these people are?
Sometimes it's okay, guys, to have a debate without yelling.
Listen, I was trying not to.
Hey, but young disciple, bro, if you're listening, just fall back a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, two things can be true. It's all opinions, right? A lot of it is opinions, but we go by, factual data.
Everybody has a voice. See, people was trying to.
I think Laker Nation was definitely trying to call.
Okay,
he was trying to get on conference call with him.
Hello.
Yeah. But I had to call back so I could finish my call, bro. I want to hear the end of what you had to say. I ain't want to be like that, but let me hear the end of what you got to say.
Oh man, I don't even remember, to be honest. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I don't even remember.
My only thing is, bro, you like y'all call it moving the goalpost when somebody like brings in somebody else to show y'all that it like this type of stuff ain't just happen with LeBron, bro. But y'all highlight it, and then when somebody brings somebody else in, y'all feel like it's moving the goalpost. Nah, bro, we just trying to show. I just don't like people overlooking when other people do stuff or when other people have done stuff. Like it almost seems to me, bro, like you expected LeBron to beat KG, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Rondo, and Doc Rivers by itself. Like that. Like to me, you would have rather him sit in Cleveland, never get no help, and just run up against that four-headed monster, and it don't matter what happened. Just to say he lost.
So that's what
I take out of it. Bro.
All right, so I'm gonna say this real quick, and then I'm gonna let you go because we could do this all night. But I'm gonna say this real quick. Hold on one second. Brandon, what's good, bro? Hold on 1 second. Stay on hold, and I'm gonna go back to Young Disciple right quick. All right, just stay right there. All right.
Yeah. What up, you
Young Disciple. Okay, so what I'm gonna say about this is one, the guy. Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna respond to that. So the first thing I'm gonna say, the guy that LeBron is up against in the GOAT debate, whether or not you have him first or second, I know you don't, but a lot of people have him first, and that's cool. But that guy is Michael Jordan, as we know, and that guy was consistently getting beat in the playoffs by the Pistons, and he just got better and got stronger and kept coming back until they got over the hump, right? Yes, they got Scottie Pippen, but
I'm about to say they added. Let's be 100% here. They added something.
Yeah, that's false.
Go ahead.
That's false.
Okay, so
that's how you want to look
okay,
at
hold
it.
hold on.
I'm listening.
Okay, cool. So they drafted Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen didn't even become an all-star until I want to say that first championship season, right? That was the first time he became an all-star. So people want to act like, oh, Mike didn't win anything till Scottie came. Like Scottie walked in as some 25 point per game guy. That wasn't what it was. Right?
No,
so,
that's not that. But that's not what people. But that ain't what people saying, bro.
I'm not saying you. But people push that narrative
because Mike had an adequate front office, bro. And we been honest, Mike didn't want them to draft Scottie or Horace. Google it, look it up for yourself.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Okay, yeah, he didn't want them to draft either one of those two guys.
Okay,
but he had an adequate front office, bro. Listen, Bruce, let's think about it. The Cleveland Cavaliers would not trade J.J. Hickson for Amari Stoudemire. They're like, what else do we have to talk about, bro?
That shit was trash.
Okay.
Like that's checkmate. They wouldn't trade J.J. Hickson for Amari Stoudemire, bro. What else do we have to talk about, Bruce? That right there let you know we're not dealing with the same thing, bro. We're not dealing with the same front office, bro.
But yes and no, because part of that, we don't know what the considerations were behind that. We don't know if they're looking at and say, Amari Stoudemire don't fit what we're doing, scheme, all that. It does matter. It does matter. Scheme matters. But let me answer the second. Hold on. Let me answer the second part of your original point. You said that I didn't expect LeBron to beat all those guys by himself, right? It's funny that people always say that, but yet LeBron took those guys to Game 7, right? He took those guys to Game 7 in 2008. So it's really interesting to me that it's always like LeBron could get there and he can carry anybody. He can carry two squeegees in a mop bucket, but when he doesn't get over the hump, he doesn't have enough help. Like it doesn't really add up because he got them to Game 7.
Bro, and he had 45.
Yes, and Paul Pierce had 42. So maybe if he played some defense, they would have won that game. I don't know.
So now you want LeBron? That's what I'm saying. That's my thing right there. What you just said is the reason why he went to Miami. That's the reason he went to Miami, bro. That right there. What you just said, the joke that you just made is the reason why he went to Miami.
Okay.
It's because if I'm doing everything on top of everything, and I still come up short, well, that mean I need help. At the end of the day, we didn't have to see. We never had to see. I mean, you could say that, but in '87. they drafted Scottie Pippen. So at the end of the day, who was the player that Cleveland drafted that gave Bron some type of like a glimmer of hope that like?
Well, the problem is, I'll say part of that was they weren't bad enough to draft high, but also we talk like as if they knew what Scottie Pippen was going to become. The reason Scottie Pippen became what he became is because of Michael Jordan, and even Scottie Pippen has admitted that, despite the rest of his delusions, he has admitted that. So that's that. But listen,
so why Jordan didn't turn nobody else into Scottie Pippen?
I mean,
when he got Scottie, it was over.
Have any natural ability? That's not what I'm saying. But yo, listen, I really gotta run. I got somebody else waiting on hold. So again, I appreciate your call, and let's do this again next time. All right.
All right, that's a bit.
All right, thank you, brother.
The next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Brandon, what's good, man?
Yo, I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, to the point.
Who's this?
Right? Brandon Bryce. This is
what's up, BB?
This is the king of the DMV right here.
And you know this. Let's go Wiz. Let's go Commander. I'm gonna keep it short, sweet.
Yeah.
My man B Hope has been like that since high school. Okay. And one thing my man don't do is he don't fabricate. He's gonna respond back to you with the fact. But this is why I kept saying, "Oh, not LeBron," like because I knew you were gonna catch one of those type of fans. I am not a LeBron hater.
Right.
I'm not a LeBron fan.
That is true. You do.
My thing with this is this. The issue isn't LeBron, it's the fans that support him. They act like he walking water. Like the last guy just said, oh, Mike didn't they didn't go get help for Mike. They drafted him. And by the way, Mike didn't deny drafting Scottie because Scottie wasn't who they drafted. They drafted Odin Polony and they traded him to the Sonics.
That's right. That's right.
So
you're right.
Let's do our work, okay?
I forgot about that. Good call. Good call.
No doubt. I got you, bro. No doubt. Next, the problem is not so much that you have the issue with LeBron. Excuse my language. The problem is all the LeBron fans sucking him off like they're on payroll or like he's their boo or something. He's great, no doubt. He is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, come on, stop acting like he doesn't make mistakes. We had plenty of instances where we know he got coaches fired.
Mm-hmm.
He swapped lineups like the average man changes his draws. Right?
Right.
How many top 50 players, top 75 players has he played with? Hell, if I'm not mistaken, he even tried Greg Oden and Carmelo. You know, so my thing is this.
Say again, Transformer?
No, I didn't hear what he said. What's the last thing?
Oh, he was saying about how many top 50 and top 75 players does LeBron play with.
Okay.
A lot.
That's
in their prime though. Like, are we counting Melo and Westbrook and them boys?
But they were on. We didn't count on them, and that's another one. They act like Westbrook couldn't play ball. Do you remember the year before that? He broke the triple double record with the Wizards.
Then nobody cares about that.
He should have been an All-Star that year, and then he gets to LA and he can't remember how to play ball. So he can't go to the Clippers and become serviceable the next year.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
No, but you're talking as a Lakers fan, Transformer.
No, he was bad to be there in the first place.
Yes, he was bad, but the reason he's there is because LeBron. Remember, they were supposed to get Buddy Hield. Okay. And LeBron said, "Wait a minute, a top 75 guy? Nah, we want him instead."
Yeah,
right?
It was
because
bad.
he tried to stack the deck, and then it didn't work out. And LeBron was part of the reason he was getting all that slander, and LeBron quietly got him up out of town.
Yeah, I packed his bags. I actually helped him.
Say again.
What is the Westbrook game? Westbrook's game is what is the strength of Westbrook's game? To handle the rock and to facilitate. Take to the basket, kick out. You can't do what you're good at. LeBron has the ball all the time.
Nope.
And that's what he does.
So let's be real here.
If we talk about LeBron, that is one of the worst decisions. I say it every time. That was the worst decision he's ever made as a Laker. Is by getting him over anybody, because you can't get somebody who plays the exact same way you do. We needed a shooter. Westbrook has never known to shoot. Bron has always been valuable with point guards and shooting guards that can shoot the basketball. Westbrook was not none of that, right? He was a turnover prone, triple double machine. Who some of that was fabricated. I mean, it goes on record that he was fabricating a lot of those triple double games to get him the record. But that's just the way he played, right? If you're LeBron and you dominate the basketball, for 80% of the basketball game. What the fuck? Westbrook don't know how to play off the ball. You saw him play with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant plays off the ball, but if Kevin Durant has the ball, Westbrook don't know what to do. He's like, nah, I need the ball, bro. How we orchestrating this offense. But yeah, no, I agree. I mean, Westbrook was an all-in-all bad move, and I'm still pissed off at LeBron about it. That's why I wore an AD jersey today.
And I'm glad you brought
LeBron
up
jersey
AD.
don't fit.
Let me say this much. This is another thing I have with LeBron fans. When the Celtics dog walked him that first time, and when he lost, he was Spurs at his first trip in the finals. Oh, he was young. But you want to claim credit when he stopped that young Thunder team with young Westbrook, young Durant, and young Harden. And Harden could have hit the ocean with a rock in that series.
Yeah, that boy went ghost.
They were all young, so like you can't have it both ways. I'm gonna step back and let y'all think. I'm enjoying the show.
Man, I appreciate you, Brandon. Thanks for the call, brother. We're gonna go ahead and we're pretty much about to move to that final topic. But yeah, thanks for calling, man. Appreciate you.
Am I breaking up?
No doubt. No, I don't think you are.
Chris, what are you talking about, brother? Said I'm breaking out bad. I don't know if he meant me and my.
Oh, Sneed, I didn't even see you there. Assalamu alaikum, brother. How you doing, man? Good to see you. The Bronny and Reddick situation is much worse than the Russ situation. What Bron did to Darvin Ham is the worst, though. Man, listen.
Hey, but we don't know. We don't know yet. All right. We're saying it's much worse, but we don't know how this Reddick situation is going to turn out. Right? We don't know. Because last night, that game plan, playing through AD, that looked great. That looked great. That lineup looked great. We won the game, and we shot 17% from three. Off of pure hustle. I was hearing what he was saying on the lineup, and he's an actual. What am I trying to say? He gets emotional on the sideline. Like I honestly got tired of Darvin Ham just putting his hands in his pocket last year. And I'm like, okay, come on, man.
All right.
At this point, start screaming and cursing. Curse somebody out. Get a text.
Listen. Okay, you got that last night.
The jury's still out. The jury's still out.
Have a lot of complaints about your man JJ Redick because he's there for a reason, and we know what that is. So
I'm waiting on him. I'm waiting on him. But I'm just saying, like, we can't say it's the worst, but because the jury's still out on it. Like, at least let him go 38 wins on a season, and we not make the playoffs before we say it's the worst. You know what I mean? If we end up 50 games plus, then honestly, he's done better. You know what I mean? So,
All right. Real quick break before we go to the next topic. If anybody's in, first of all, thank you everybody who's in here. I appreciate y'all. Anybody who hasn't already clicked that like and subscribe, please do that. Looks like we got 18, 20 people watching, and we only got 6 likes, so we need those. Make sure you click that like and that subscribe button. I appreciate you. All that stuff really helps us to get more people to the channel, and hit that share button, man. Hit that share button. Because this is what we do here, man. We kick it like on the real, right? Like, obviously, I have some journalism training, but we also still keep that barbershop vibe where we come in and we just talk sports, man. All right, Grove Money, you're new. I don't know you, so make sure you click that button. But thank you for coming in and check out the channel.
Grove Money. Grove. Which Grove? Which Grove?
I don't even know, man. But let's go ahead and get to the final topic. I'm sure G is excited about this one.
Somebody go get G. I think he probably should pop in, but I'm gonna leave.
All right, so let's do this, y'all. Here we go. So the final topic, right? Despite what Transformer said earlier, I think we know kind of at this point who are the 2 best teams currently in the NFL. And that is the Baltimore Ravens, who I said is cutting through the league like a hot knife through butter. And then, of course, the only undefeated team left, who just got probably a future Hall of Fame wide receiver in what's my man name? DeAndre Hopkins, the Kansas City Chiefs. So we got a good discussion here. And basically, my thought on this was just watching. G always talks about how you can't really tell what these teams are until week 8. We know the Ravens started off 0-2. But now they are a well-oiled machine, and Kansas City clearly has not lost yet. They're playing some of the best defense as we talk about darn near every week. They're playing some of the best defense in the National Football League. Of course, they've got Mahomes. The offense is not clicking like it has in the past, but Mahomes always finds a way to make that play, right? He finds a way to make that play. And, of course, we mentioned they've got DeAndre Hopkins now. He's probably going to be a Hall of Famer. We know Travis Kelce's going to be a Hall of Famer. They have the young speed freak in Xavier Worthy. So they look like if they can get that offense up and running, they're going to be a tough out as well. So we look at them and we see, again, arguably the two best teams in the league. G doesn't believe in the Chiefs. He apparently thinks the Lions and the Ravens are the best two teams in the league. The Lions are very, very good. But given, let's just say there was a Chiefs-Lions matchup, I'm going with the Chiefs because, again, I think their defense is just slightly better. They're good on all levels. They get after the quarterback. They can defend the pass. The Chiefs are just, man, they're special. And again, when it comes down to it, despite how he's currently playing, we just got too much evidence of Patrick Mahomes making the play when it needs to be played. You know what I'm saying? But Lamar Jackson right now, man, he's a freaking man possessed. Between he and Derrick Henry, this Ravens offense is running on all cylinders. And again, it appears that Todd Monken has figured it all out, and they're doing it. They're leading the league in total offense. They're leading the league in rushing by a wide margin. Lamar Jackson is throwing the football about as well as we've seen. He's making very few mistakes. I mean, we just saw the guy, perfect passer rating, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions the other night. Just carve up the Tampa Bay, carve up the Buccaneers pass defense. And I'll tell you, the only weakness right now with Baltimore is that their pass defense is not good. But the way their offense is playing, it's been able to cover that up. And also we know that Baltimore is number 1 against the run. You cannot run the football on those guys. So that in of itself is reminiscent of the old Ravens defenses. But the pass defense is kind of leaky. So they're going to have to shore that up. So we'll see. Yes, G, I was getting there. Patrick Mahomes only has 6 passing touchdowns so far. But guess what? Again, this is what I point to. Right. We cannot keep glossing over the fact that when you need him to make a play, like this past week against the 49ers had a chance to get him off the field. Patrick Mahomes just kind of scoots out nicely for that little 33-yard gain. Hit him with a couple of brutal fakes along the sideline and just kept going. Well, I thought it was a very impressive run for a guy who's not mobile. But anyway, there's that.
Don't make G call in.
But see, G's in the chat talking about he's got to get his numbers up. Why does he have to get his numbers up? He's en route to winning a chip, and they're undefeated. Okay, cool. If he gets his numbers up, that just adds to what they're doing. But you think Mahomes is worried about numbers? Mahomes trying to win a 3rd straight and become a freaking immortal in this game, right? So we got to stop that.
As a Raven fan, you should want that man to get his numbers up.
That's a fact.
At that point, Steve Spaggy over there in that defense, and
you don't want that. You don't want that. And then of course, so here's a little bit of Mahomes, and again, we know how good Mahomes is. Let's think about this. Transformer pointed this out. I think last time we had a similar discussion. Mahomes in his career has never not reached the conference finals in the playoffs. Let that sink in.
That's tough.
He's never not reached the conference finals, and he's only been beaten in the playoffs by 2 men, one of whom is now on his way to the Hall of Fame, Tom Brady. Right? Think about that. Only 2 men have beaten Patrick Mahomes in the finals. Okay, numbers, cool. Oh, wow, man, look at this immobile guy. Man. He can't move, man. Jeez, man, this guy's so immobile. Oh God, look at this. Look, man. You see this, man? This dude is so.
He was a baseball player because he definitely runs.
He runs like a baseball player. No, but the point is, we can always catch. We can always assume that when the play needs to be made, Patrick Mahomes is going to make said play. And that's all there is to it. These are, without question, the 2 best teams in the league. Again, G says it's the Lions, and the Lions are really, really good. But I can't in good conscience take the Lions over the Chiefs. I can't. And they're really, really good. The Packers are really, really good. The Vikings playing really well. Houston Texans playing really, really well. A lot of good teams. But if we're honest, the Chiefs, man, they're still undefeated. The defense is crazy. And think about it. They're undefeated with the offense not even playing the way it should. And now you give this guy, Patrick Mahomes, a Hall of Fame quality weapon. Like, it's going to be interesting to see how it goes the rest of the way. I'm sorry. I've been talking Transformer. Your go, man. I've just been yapping.
You're a Ravens fan.
Go ahead. It's not about being a fan, man. We talking football analysts here. You know me. I'm not that guy, man.
Oh, my bad. I'm thinking you G.
Yes,
my bad.
man.
I was letting
you know what? And hold on, I'm sorry. One more thing, Brandon. Yes, the Commanders are playing extremely well, and let's hope the young fella gets back on the field under center because he's an absolute beast. And I look at him like Lamar Light. I don't know if you were on last time, but I made the analogy, Brandon, in terms of Jaden Daniels and Lamar Jackson. It's like watching young Kobe and Mike. That was the analogy that I kind of made, and I think it was a good one. Did you like that transform? I can't remember.
It definitely made it clicked. It clicked immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that fits well. But yeah,
similar playing styles. They run the football very, very well. They're play action type of guys. You catch either one of them in the open field. Good luck on your ankles. Hopefully cleats is good because they about to put foots in dirt and they about to go another direction, and hopefully them knee joints and them ankle joints is gonna be good to go. So, definitely a good comparison.
Right. So what are your thoughts on this whole thing? Obviously, the Chiefs and the Ravens, I think, are the class of the AFC. Man, where are you with that?
I'm saying this because I have no skin in the game
right here. Right,
I got no skin. The Ravens better hope Patrick Mahomes doesn't figure it out. Right, that's the bugaboo of the entire AFC, and right now the freaking NFL.
That's right.
Right now the freaking NFL. Right. You don't want to give that man an opportunity to add another weapon and get right? Because obviously they're 6-0. Patrick Mahomes has the worst season he's had in his career. He's having the worst season, but they're 6-0. Not only that, they also beat you guys already, and he's 6-0, and he's not playing particularly well. With this Travis Kelce, with this DeAndre Hopkins add-on, like I said, this is not the same DeAndre Hopkins that we're seeing in the Houston Texans, not even the same one that we saw in the Arizona Cardinals. But if he's has anything left in the tank, he has two motivational factors, right? Those two motivational factors are, one, he's finally playing for something. He finally has a coach, a Hall of Fame coach, a Hall of Fame quarterback, a Hall of Fame team, a Hall of Fame dynasty that really are shooting for something much bigger than him, much bigger than any individual player accolade.
Right.
Number two, what do players love the most? Money. Folks love money, right? He's on the end of his deal. This is his last year before he goes and get another contract. So now you got two things to play for. One, I'm finna show my ass because I'm trying to get another bag. Two, I'm trying. Might as well win a championship while I do it. Because not only does that increase your value, you go win a chip with Kansas City. Now you check off two boxes. One, I got over the hump. I finally got to the promised land, and I got a championship, my first ever championship, right? Now you go in that offseason and go, hey man, look what I just did with Kansas City. Pay me. Run that check. I'm gonna be 32, 33 years old, but run me that bag. I need at least 2 to 3 year deal. Give me $20 million a year, and somebody's going to bite on it, right? Because you have one of the better passers in the league. When it comes to a situation, Pat's gonna get out of it. And I don't say that because we've witnessed it. I'm tired of people. We've witnessed it, bro. Pat just gets out of situations. I don't. If Pat's getting the ball last, hang it up. Hang it up. If he needs a field goal, they're going to get it. If he needs a touchdown, they're going to get it. And you watch the plays happen. You're like, God damn. Like, how is he constantly doing this? Yeah, with all the flags. I don't believe that BS, yada, yada, yada. But that man gets it done. Like I said, the proof is in the pudding. Now, I do love what the Ravens are doing. Let me go ahead and give them their flowers as well. They're finally committed. They're committed to something that's their strength. And finally, but we've been here before.
We have been before. That's right.
During the season, y'all, you're calling the right plays. You're making the right decisions. It's when the shit hits the fan and you're playing against Patrick Mahomes and the game is tied. Don't stop running the ball because we're going into the third quarter and Patrick Mahomes scored first. No, we can continuously run that football. You have the best running back in the game right now. Right? And you're giving him them touches. Where does Derrick Henry get the most of his action? That third and fourth quarter. Because guess what? That defense is tired of trying to tackle that man. Right? Not only that opens up more lanes for Lamar Jackson. That play action becomes more deadly. Right? It becomes deadly. So just don't stop what you're doing because honestly, Ravens, we've been here before. We've been here before, but y'all get into the damn playoffs and just forget how you got there. Just remember that. Remember how you got there because that's one person's gonna remember. Pat remembers how he gets there every single time because he's constantly been there over and over and over and over again, man. But yeah, that's my take on it, man.
So, all right. So I see G putting a lot of stuff in the. See, this is where I get frustrated with G, right? Because I'm a Ravens fan. Bruce is a Ravens fan. G's a Ravens fan. But I appear to be the only one that can be rational, right? Everything. I'm not the guy that's like, Lamar never makes a mistake. Lamar's superhuman. Freaking the Ravens can never lose. I'm gonna pick them every week. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. My mind doesn't work that way, right? Like, I have to rationally assess what's going on, right? Like, we see G says here, the rest of the league on notice. Wasn't the rest of the league on notice last year, G? The rest of the league was on notice last year, right? 14-2, historically great defense, led the league in, I think, every category. I don't think that's ever been done before. All of that, right?
MVP.
Led the league in rushing, all of that.
MVP.
But it all disappeared and dried up in the conference final. So
and
you don't like when a third MVP loading. We'll see. But the point is, what frustrates me is not just you, G, but anybody who has a lack of objectivity. Because at the end of the day, we can say whatever we want to say, but up until this point, we have not seen Lamar and the Ravens get it done when it mattered most. And I don't know how you can ignore that and deny that. I don't. Like, that's my problem. This doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, we can, dislike it as much as we want, but the fact is, Lamar and the team has not gotten it done when it counted the most. And that's what we need to be cognizant of. Are they capable of it? Absolutely. But they've been capable of it before, right, Transformer?
Correct.
So until it gets done, like, we have to be objective about it. The great Nelson Mandela said, everything seems impossible until it is done, right? So nobody's saying that it can't happen. I'm just saying we need to see it. We need to see it because, to Transformer's point, we've been here before. And that's not taking a shot at Lamar. That's not taking a shot at the Ravens. That's just a simple truth. Now, G's going to call in and he's going to start telling me about how the Chiefs are cheating and they got the refs in their pockets and all this and all that. Right?
Man on the field. That's
right. And I suppose it's been that way for all three of Patrick Mahomes' championships and all 6 of his runs to the conference finals and all of that. But like, I don't understand why it's so difficult to be objective. I just don't get it. Brandon says, why is no one talking about the terrible season Kelsey is having? They need all their weapons to produce because they win a lot of close games. Yeah, Brandon, absolutely. You're right about that. But what I will say, much like Mahomes, when you need it, Kelsey comes through. He's not, I don't know if he's capable of having those big games that he used to, but when you need it, you always find him on that big third down. Somehow he manages to get free just enough and get that third down and move the chains, right? So there's something to be said for that.
Yeah, be honest with you, you don't really need him to be elite right now. Right now, whatever you guys got going is working. Right now, Pat knows he can get it done with Travis Kelce. And I think Pat is starting to understand that. I know I can count on, what's his number? Not 17. What's Travis Kelce's number?
89. 87.
There you go. 87. I knew it was 7 in there. All right. I can count on 87 when it matters the most, right?
Yeah. He'll be somewhere open.
I don't need to get him cooking during the season. I need him when the spotlight is on and I need that drive. 87. I need you.
Steve, you stupid, man.
You know what I mean? So I think right now you're just trying to figure out what's working for you with these other receivers. You got the fastest receiver in the draft. Now you got DeAndre Hopkins. You got Mecole Hardman back, out there. You're trying to see if you can get Sky Moore to get some reps, right? You're trying to see if you can get these other guys involved. Justin Watson and like I said, Mecole Hardman and Juju Smith-Schuster. You're trying to get them like, hey, look, long as we keep these reps, eventually what we got going is going to work. 87 knows where to go and where to be. He knows where to go and where to be at all times. All right, similar to Tom Brady and Gronkowski.
That's right. That's right.
I don't need to get Gronk going because in the playoffs, when Gronk knows where to be. Other than the point where he had to, Tom yelled at him to stand the hell up. Like, stand up.
Right.
Oh, shit, I fucked up.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's the type of chemistry them boys have. I don't think that's gone. I just don't think they need to show it. But, yeah, I just think, right now they're just trying to – we said the same thing. Again, we said this last year. Kansas City led the league in drops. Like, oh, man, it's not working out. Here we go. What did they do? Whenever them playoffs started,
right? All of a sudden, them drops dried up, didn't they?
Them boys couldn't drop a pass if they tried.
And the dude who was dropping the most won the Super Bowl with the catch. Come on, man. Like, that's real stuff. All right. G says, as an analyst, you should be able to look at the game and look at what went wrong. That's true. And I have no problem with doing that, except, like, with G, you never see what the Ravens do wrong. You only see what the other people and the officials do wrong. Like, that's what I'm talking about. You're not consistent. You're not objective, bro. Like, that's the wild thing to me. Like, but fan is short for fanatic. I get it. Baltimore wins the AFC this year. Maybe. I got to see it, though, Brandon. I got to see it.
We said it last year.
If I said to you, Brandon, the Commanders are going to win the NFC this year, right? I'm just making an example because they're playing really well. What would you say to me? After many years of it not happening, you got to see it, right? You would love it for it to happen. I would love to see Baltimore win it, but I got to see it. That's all I'm saying. Baltimore is a better team than KC. Damn right, I said it. They are a better offensive team than KC right now. I don't think they're better defensively. They're clearly better offensively. It's going to be a hell of a matchup whenever they meet up. So I think it's one of those things where, you know,
I
like
don't think the teams have allowed no 21-point score yet. I don't think they're not allowing points.
I don't think so.
And I think I'm gonna put the numbers up. But in the second half, they shutting folks out.
Yeah.
Like Steve said, when he goes to the halftime, they're shutting folks out. Like,
and I tell you what, no more. It's great that Baltimore's offense is working the way it's working because
you need that.
Yeah, they're letting teams back into the game even after they've been blowing them out. And that, I think, is kind of scary. They gotta fix that by the time, you know, the playoffs roll around. Let's see. All right. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna open up the phone lines because I know G is going crazy waiting. And
there you go, Steve.
I guess he think he's gonna come and young disciple me. Pause. So you know, y'all know the number 904-219-8264. 904-219-8264. Go ahead, hit me up. We're here. Hit us up. Let's hear what you guys say. I know G waiting to get in, so let's get it.
G, don't waste time calling. Just get on the freaking.
Brandon says Bruce is right there. Just watch the game. I trust Ravens offense over the Chiefs defense, and I think the lack of top tier talent gives Baltimore's defense the edge.
Lack of top tier talent.
G was good, man.
Yo, what's going on, brother?
Hit the mute on YouTube in the back.
I don't have.
Oh, something when you called, I heard the echo when you called in. All right, but go ahead though.
What they do, dummy?
What's going on? What it is, dummy? Hey, man.
What's up, man?
I wanna call in and address a couple things that was said about me.
It's good.
So first of all, my guy on fire right now, and so there will be no Ravens slander going on this line right now. I understand, you know, for me, I already told you guys, you know, after week 8, that's when I kind of do my assessment, and just based off of assessment, you can tell that the Chiefs, you know, they felt like they needed somebody. They needed a team. They wasn't a complete team, so they went out and making moves to try to compete because they know that you know 6-0 early in the season don't really mean nothing. Still a gauntlet you guys go through. You see a lot of good teams lose a lot of good players. One thing I say about the Ravens defense, though, we at the last 2 games we really started to hit. I mean, really start playing physical.
Yeah, Kyle Hamilton, you know,
and that kind of changes the trajectory. Yeah, that changes the trajectory of who gonna catch the ball, right? Like, I don't condone like injuries. I don't like talking about.
No, just physical ball. I get you.
Lose their livelihood and such, but if that Ravens defense start getting physical, man, it's gonna look like the old Ravens, where you know even though they didn't have all the talented players at all the receivers in that secondary, they was hitting. They was hitting, and I'm gonna jump to the whole thing of my guy Patrick Mahomes, who you know is doing an amazing job winning chips, right? He has a really good system over. The defense is really winning the game. So they come in and make a play or two here, but you know the last game, more interceptions than touchdowns. You know, if he didn't have that resume that he had, that he has, right? Y'all wouldn't be praising him like that. But because he got the 3 rings, right? With, you know, superior talent at the wide receiver and tight end position. That's why you guys are like, oh yeah, you know, Patrick Mahomes, the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Okay, can I interrupt you real quick?
He's not playing like that this year.
So
he's not playing MVP caliber football.
I think we all agreed with that, though. We all said that.
Top 10. He's not playing top 10 quarterback. So he's
really
not. When it comes to a quarterback, right, this year, he shouldn't be in the conversation with Lamar right now. This dude is balling, man. He's balling.
And that's fine. Nobody said that we were elevating Patrick Mahomes to someplace he shouldn't be. The only thing I said was you can count on the fact that Mahomes is somehow going to make that play when it needs to be made. And that's undeniable because we see it week after week. We see it. Now, is he, again, we were the ones that said he's not playing like he used to. This is not the same laser light show Chiefs offense. That's why they went out and got that weapon. And another thing I said, you weren't here earlier. Transformer and I were discussing it. And I said it was my opinion that part of the reason they went out and got old boy DeAndre Hopkins, they saw what the Ravens were doing and they knew they needed to strap up for that, you know? Because yes, the defense is elite, but they also need to be able to be more productive and more explosive offensively. So I don't disagree with anything you said.
Yeah. I was late to the show, but when I was hearing some crazy stuff come out of this the Format Podcast, and I was like, you know what? Let me call in and verify, make sure to be, you know, because I understand, you know, Transformer, he's a cheesehead, right? He's a cheesehead. So when he say things like we, and he say things like we the Ravens, and you know, my team the Ravens, I'm like, damn, are we converting the Transformer to the Ravens?
Nah,
come on over here, bro.
I be saying we for real.
I always say we got room in the flock, but he's not.
We got room over here for you. Know? You got, matter of fact, you can have Bruce season tickets.
Oh, here we go.
I don't understand. I don't understand how this dude call himself a Ravens fan, man. I understand. Listen. He say I don't criticize the Ravens. I just don't do it in public, right? Like I do it amongst real fans, and everybody know that, man. We talk about sports all the time. We always talk about what we need to get better at. A lot of times that play calling for us is really bad and
huge.
You know, yeah, that's been like this dude got Andy Reid, man. Like we got John Harbaugh.
So I think John Harbaugh. No, it's not the same, but I think he probably also doesn't get his due. But that's a different argument for a different day. But no, it's absolutely not the same. And it's funny because I've had that discussion as well with other cats I talk sports with. Like if Patrick Mahomes had ended up somewhere else and not with Andy Reid, as good as he is, would he be this good? And I think the answer is clearly no.
Yeah,
like in football, in football, schemes are real. For instance, you'll remember this when Priest Holmes played for the Ravens. I think the year before he left, he had a little over 1,000 rushing yards. Right, this dude goes to Kansas City, and Dick Vermeil brings the scheme from St. Louis to Kansas City, and all of a sudden, Priest Holmes turns into Marshall Faulk, literally setting NFL records. Right. Scheme
over top of people on
setting the record for single season rushing touchdowns and total touchdowns and this down the third. Like scheme is a real thing. Scheme matters.
So you know, I look at the topic, right, and it's like which quarterback would you go with right now, right? Like this week, which quarterback would you go with? We ain't talking about which team. We saying which quarterback, right?
Yeah. Which quarterback would you take if you had? Yeah.
Man. Jackson 5 all day.
So
Jackson 5 all day, bro.
So, wait, say that again. What all day?
Jackson 5 all day.
Okay, so Lamar is playing out of his freaking mind.
Thanks to
he is, huh?
Thanks to
what?
You can't say thanks to the 2-time MVP.
I was about to say, yeah. I mean, he has had a season like this before, so it's not like
I want to draw the comparison. Right.
Okay, good.
On who I'm gonna pick, and you said we're taking the team away, right? We're taking a team. We're not talking about team. We're talking about player, right? So, but good to continue. I want to take the team away.
Okay.
We're taking team away.
Right.
Player.
Okay. Right. And we look at the numbers, right? Like this dude, I think he got just as many, maybe
don't know how many picks he got.
Yeah.
I don't know how many.
He has eight interceptions.
8 interceptions and 6 touchdowns. That's a no-brainer, bro. Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
So here's the thing, right? I want
because if you add up all the points now, he's in a hole, and he turned the ball over too many times.
I get what you're saying. I do. The only thing is,
I know you want to go with that guy. Man.
No.
Is impeccable.
That's what I'm saying. Like
last game.
And that's true too. The only thing, my only argument is like we got proof of concept with Patrick Mahomes. You know that he's going to get it done. And as great as Lamar is, we don't know that yet. That's where I get hung up. We don't know that yet.
But what we do see is two-time MVP, right? Two-time champion. And or 2-time, right? 2 or 3, I don't remember. But
3-time champion, 2-time MVP. 3-time MVP.
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes is doing the thing. But I mean, you take away everything. You take away the good play calling, and you switch. Let's say you put them in 2 different scenarios where now Greg Roman's running the offense, right? Like now you're gonna see a totally different Patrick Mahomes. You're not gonna see that.
Right.
You're not gonna see that. You're not gonna see that. He's a mobile quarterback just like Lamar. You think he's gonna have those yards? I don't think so.
No, hell no.
I don't think so.
No.
So I mean, we can't negate the fact that both of them are extremely talented at what they do. Right.
Correct.
And it is a 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
I think Jared Goff, I give him respect because of what with that system, what they doing over there in Detroit. They smashing faces like that. As a team, they killing it. He put up numbers. I can't look at Patrick Mahomes and say he's doing the same thing this year. He's making plays. Right. He's a playmaker. He's making plays to win games. When we get them close to the field goal, to knock down field goals and win, but it's not sexy. It doesn't look entertaining. It's just it's like damn, he just shit the bed the whole game, and now he just threw a 15-yard pass to kick a field goal to win a game, and that's not what we saying with Lamar and the Ravens this year.
Right.
That's only the outcome. Maybe some adversity change the trajectory of the team. Them going to get the Hall of Fame receiver, and then Kareem Hunt coming back. Maybe that'll change. The dynamics of their team. They'll look more. I'd be damned if I go and pay all that money to watch him play those 3 picks. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
So plenty of season left, man.
Plenty of season.
I like this topic. Man. I'm really not going to drill into the hole, but drill it into the ground. I'm gonna say that week 8 is upon us, right? And there's a lot of frauds out here, man. There's a lot of frauds.
Yeah, we're gonna find out who they are going forward, right?
Yeah.
That's also typically when Pat starts heating up too.
That's true too. And if you can get 70% of the old DeAndre Hopkins, watch out. Because that dude is a 5-time All-Pro. That dude is going to the Hall of Fame. So if you can get 70%, man, listen. But I think
I wanted to give you all these numbers real quick.
Yes, sir.
We're shocked, right? Patrick Mahomes, 6 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. You're like, God damn, wait, what? That doesn't sound like Patrick Mahomes. But do you know he leads the league in QBR in the fourth quarter?
When it matters most.
When it matters most, Patrick Mahomes knows how to turn it on, right?
That's big right there.
Fourth quarter, he has 119.8 on a rating.
Pass rating. Damn.
In the fourth quarter.
That's crazy.
You look at his first quarter, 0 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 51. Right? So, like, that goes to show you, like, I feel they're kind of playing. They're playing around. They're still in the figure it out. Like right now, we are trying to figure out what other ways we can make this team the most effective. And then when it matters the most, when shit hits the fan, Patrick and Andy Reid look each other in the eye like, all right, man, bump all that.
Time to go. Let's get it.
Time to go. And to go 25 for 18 in your attempts at completion percentage, like everything changes when that clock hits 15 and it says fourth. You know what I mean? Like that truly is when you're gonna see the better quarterback, in my opinion. Like I haven't seen enough from Lamar in those type of situations to where it's like, okay, fourth quarter, hey, we're down 3, I'm going to get it. We're down 7, I'm going to get it. We got a lead, no, I'm not giving it up. You know what I mean? And I think we've seen that from Lamar. That's the big difference maker. And that I hope that since Derrick Henry's there, that's going to change. You know what I mean?
Oh, because I think it has already.
Like, please don't leave what you're doing in the regular season because it's the postseason to try to put Lamar in that spotlight. No.
That's right.
If it works, it works.
That's
Run
right.
the fucking football,
Mm-hmm.
and Lamar's game's going to come to him. Just keep running it. Don't rely on, don't go in the third quarter and all of a sudden Lamar Jackson is throwing the ball 15, 20 times. No, that's not how Lamar Jackson wins. If you look at that man's attempts, it's in the 20s for the entirety of the game. It should not be in the 20s in the second half. It should be in the teens, right? So I mean, that's my 2 cents. Like G said, that's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents.
I think if it wasn't for Kansas City defense, they wouldn't be 6-0 right now.
That's a fact. We fully acknowledge that.
Even playing like trash. The other thing that I'm gonna mention is that you didn't believe that we was gonna win by 10 points. What was your thoughts when we went up?
Yo, yeah, I'm watching this and I'm like, are you kidding me? So two things. I was like, oh boy, they're doing it. But then also remember my whole thing was the reason I didn't believe they were going to win by 10 points, and they just got away with that too. Godwin doesn't get hurt. They cover your 10-point spread. But regardless, the next thing I was thinking,
Evans doesn't get hurt.
The next thing I was thinking was all season long the Ravens have been giving up big leads. So I never worried that the Buccaneers weren't going to get back to single digits, right? I was like, damn, Ravens doing it, but they give up these big leads late in games. So I felt like the Buccaneers were going to get back inside that and make it a single digit thing. So when it didn't happen, I was like, damn. But I mean, they still need to legitimately firm up that back end pause. But they're doing a great job stopping the run, which is always key. Run the ball, stop the run. That's how you have success. But just they firm up that passing defense, yeah. And I like what you said about some of the physicality returning in the pass defense. I see my man Kyle Hamilton lowering that shoulder on a regular basis. Go Irish. So just
yeah. So definitely Marcus Williams is one of our weakest links, and then Brandon Stevens. I think he's hurt as well.
Mm-hmm. Side note: speaking of Go Irish, did you see that run play? Ronnie Stanley drove my man 15 yards straight into the end zone and caked him.
Yes,
he do that shit every game.
Yo, no, not like that. Like I'll be watching. That was vicious. I was like,
bro, that man literally took him and was just dragging him off.
It looked like remember on The Blind Side in the movie The Blind Side?
Yeah.
I was like, damn. And then he finished and he pancaked him. I was like, he ain't had to do that. Yeah.
But I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are kicking themselves in the ass.
Yes.
They lost 2 receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Evans, that loss was a freak accident. But the whole thing with still having your number 1 or number 2 out there at garbage time, trying to meet a spread like that's stupid. It was 40 seconds left. Yeah, that was stupid, bro. I know they kicked themselves in the ass for that.
I don't think they were trying to meet a spread. I really think that they were trying to compete, and also because they know that they had an elite pass offense versus a not elite pass defense. So they're like, man, we probably, because think about it, they had already recovered one onside kick. They had, gotten a few drives and get back in the game. I'm sure they thought that they could do it. I'm sure they thought that. And real talk, if you're a competitor, you're supposed to believe that. Now, again, it did not work out in their favor on any front. And I'm sure, like you said, they're kicking themselves like, damn, should we have just try to run it and run the clock out? But them dudes was trying to compete. And I will never be mad at dudes trying to compete, because I always talk about that in the modern athletes and dudes not wanting to compete. So I'll never be mad at that.
Yeah. We're also looking at it in hindsight too.
Well, you know what's funny? We talked about that earlier, G, because Tampa Bay has Atlanta this week. And I was saying we're gonna really find out what Baker can make, without Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. We're gonna find out.
Baker,
we gonna see what Baker can make. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You got anything else, bro?
Nah, man, that's all I got, man. Let somebody else.
No doubt, man. I appreciate the call. I think we're waiting for Bruce, and then we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. So, Bruce, if you want to call, go ahead and do that, and we'll take your call on this. I know you said you wanted to get on this topic, and then we will call it a night. So yeah. All right, G, man. Thank you so much, bro.
I see you, stupid.
Oh, G, he hung up already. Oh, there you go, bro. All right. Bruce, what's good, man?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man, I'm going to start this off. Hey, Transformer, how you going to talk about my organization like that, Transformer?
But what I do?
Talk about how the Ravens, we struggle in the playoffs and all. What have Green Bay done the last decade?
See, why you got to shift it on me?
That wasn't
This
right.
is a Ravens Chiefs topic, bro.
Man. That wasn't about Green Bay.
You're trying to curve all the way over to the...
Y'all here, listen, y'all here talking about how, especially Transformer. See, we Ravens fans. You talking about how my team ain't been doing good in the playoffs and all this.
I'm not sure if you looking
in the bed for the last. Aaron Rodgers been shit in the bed for the last 10 years in the playoffs.
Sir, good sir.
But
if
anyway,
if you look at the left side of the screen, right, you see where it says Week 8 pick'em, Embiid, history in LA, Chiefs Ravens. It is a Chiefs Ravens Packers, bro. All right, so it's Chiefs Ravens. So if you want to talk about the Packers,
Aaron Rodgers been coming up short like a motherfucker for the past 10 years.
Classic.
But anyway,
material.
but yeah, y'all talk. Okay, so, how you doing, Bruce? You're talking about the Ravens, right?
Yes, sir.
You keep saying Lamar's not getting it done. He's not getting it done in the playoffs. Well, legends in all sports haven't gotten it done in the playoffs right away sometimes. Okay, let me break it down to you. It took Michael Jordan 8 years to win his first.
That's correct. That's correct.
It took Peyton Manning 10 years to get his first ring.
No doubt.
I wanna jump in on that one, but go continue.
It took who else? Let me give you one more. Somebody took them years to get their first ring.
John Elway.
It took LeBron 8. It took LeBron 8 years.
Yeah.
Get his first ring.
Didn't it take John Elway like 15 years to win his first title? I think so.
For 15, 16, they don't do that. I don't think you can base the greatest quarterback off just rings. You see what I'm saying?
No. But look, we cannot ignore the postseason failures though. So here's my thing. And this is how I know. This is how I know you guys don't listen to me and you're not objective. Because one of the main things I say, and Transformer will tell you because he's always on here with me, and G too. But G don't. When we start talking Ravens, G get the blinders on. But anyway, no. I've always said that we have seen Lamar each time out get consistently better and go consistently further. I've always said that. That's a fact. We know that to be the case. Now, the reason I bring up that he hasn't gotten it done because G likes to wave those MVPs, a 2-time MVP. Okay, cool. But how is that helping when we need it the most, when we need him to play like the 2-time MVP? He doesn't, right? So that's more so my point. Like, I have no doubt that Lamar will eventually get it done. I just want to see it. I can't be wrong for wanting to see it. I have no doubt that he's eventually going to do it. I just want to see it. For instance, you brought up Michael Jordan. The sports writers and the media always used to talk about how Michael Jordan, how Michael Jordan is never going to win. He doesn't win like Magic and Bird. All he does is put up his own big stats and he's never going to win till he started winning and dominating, right? So I'm saying I have no doubt whatsoever. Hear me? I have no doubt whatsoever that Lamar will eventually win and he'll probably win more than one. He just hasn't done it yet, and I just want to see it. I don't know how that means that I have a problem with the Ravens or I have a problem with Lamar or this, that, and the third, but I'm objective and I'm going to continue to be that. That's all I can be. So G in the chat says this won't age well. But what won't age well? Me saying I want to see it? What won't age well? I mean, let me ask you, Bruce. I don't talk to you as much as I talk to G. I talk to G almost every day. But do you think that I've been unfair to Lamar?
Yes.
Okay.
Because let me just break it down to last year AFC Championship. It was a lot of shit that just didn't go our way that game. It was a lot of missed calls. We got robbed. It was about 3 pass interferences that they didn't call it last year. AFC Championship.
Yeah, you and G definitely the same. All right, go ahead.
I'm just saying, serious. Look at them bad calls that we didn't get last year in the AFC Championship game. Also, boom, Lamar, good pass, Zay Flowers, get the big play. He jumps up and taunts the defender. Boom. Next play, he hit Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers diving in the end zone. Boom, gets the ball knocked out. It's a team thing. Everybody keep blaming them all for Ravens not getting to the Super Bowl. It's a team sport. Understand me? You keep saying Lamar got to get it done. Or the Ravens got to get it done.
Lamar has to get it done. And do you want to know why? because he's a $250 million quarterback. And that's how this game goes.
And two-time MVP.
Right. G loves to throw that at me, and he is, and he deserved it. But when you're all those things and you're that elite, you got to get it done. So what you're telling me is, first of all, I'm not telling you that what you're saying is wrong. Everything you said that went wrong in that game just now, you're 100% right about those things. But let me ask you this. Are you telling me, because this is what I saw most watching the game, that there were not times that Lamar could have made the extra play to keep a drive going that would have helped them win that game? That's my biggest issue. That's my biggest issue. When you're that gifted, the expectation is on you that you will make it happen because he's that great. And I think that's where you and G and I, we miss each other. We disconnect. The expectation is that he will get it done because he's that great. Not because he's that great, we need to make excuses for why it doesn't happen. You see the difference?
So that's basically what you're holding against.
Well, again, I have made it clear that he has gotten progressively further each time out, and I have all the respect in the world for that.
That's the main thing that's holding you against him. He's not getting it done in big moments.
Got to. He got to. Because that right there, once he does that, made man. He just got to get that. And I want to see that. And I need to see that. And I'm going to be so happy when he does. I just need to see it. That's all. Oh, wow.
So the regular season don't count, though. That don't add to his prestige, to his value.
It does, but you know and I know that legends are made in the playoffs in every sport. Am I right?
Absolutely.
So that's all I'm saying. I just want to see his legend grow with the ability that he has. You feel me? We know how great he is. You know, I know, G knows, the world knows. I just want to see him take it all the way, and then nobody can say anything. Basically, I want to see it.
He needs to have his moment, right? Like, yes. I don't think, like, we see I can go on days of film of watching this man get highlight after highlight during the regular season.
With his arm, with his leg, just doing amazing, miracle, magical things.
Crazy work, right? Given the regular season, crazy work. I want to see that moment in the playoffs. I think once he has that moment, everything will open up for him. If like Bobby has that moment where it's like, damn, I threw the ball well, I ran the ball well, we got a win that's deserving. We make it to I don't even like he can make it to the Super Bowl, but if he loses in an AFC championship game and Lamar Jackson goes out there and has one of them 3 touchdown games and he ran for 75 yards, like okay, at least you had your moment. You had the moment to where you put the team on your back and you showed I'm the 2-time MVP. Damn what that coach is gonna call. I'm gonna make the correct call. I'm gonna make the correct decision. I'm gonna methodically drive my team down this field to either score or keep the ball away from that opposing offense, aka Patrick Mahomes. Keep the ball out that man's hands. That's what we want to see. Lamar Jackson is so freaking great. He's so great. He's so elite. He's so electric. You're never not gonna hear me say anything bad about Lamar Jackson.
Right.
It's just like, bro, we want to see Action Jackson in that playoff game where it's like, bro, you couldn't stop him. You couldn't stop him. Like you couldn't do nothing with him, right? And I think that's being fair. That
we just want to see him live up to the greatness. That's all.
Yeah,
we just want to see it.
So let me ask you one more thing. Why we keep pitting Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson against each other? I mean, don't even meet in the playoffs.
No. That's easy. That's easy because Lamar Jackson is easily a top 4 quarterback, probably top 3 in the league. And Patrick Mahomes is generally seen as the guy. It's like Ric Flair said, to be the man, you got to beat the man. Right? And so we want to see, and think about it. Patrick Mahomes is pretty much Lamar Jackson's kryptonite. Nobody else can deal with him, but for some reason, he had some difficulty against Mahomes. So at the end of the day,
I don't think he had to beat him.
Let me see. At the end of the day, we want to see him. Patrick Mahomes is 4-1. He's 4-1 against
4-1. Okay.
In 5 times since 2018, Patrick Mahomes is 4-1 against Lamar Jackson.
Got it. I know
obviously, they don't play head to head. It's not like Lamar can go out and tackle him. But the point is, he like G said in the chat, he beats everyone except Mahomes, right? So we need him to go out there and go ahead and slay the dragon, right? Slay the proverbial dragon. So it's not necessarily trying to pit them against each other. It's just we know that Mahomes, it's like Mount Mahomes, right? that is the hill that he has to climb in order to plant his flag on top and say, I'm the man now. You tracking?
Also, I'm going to add to that. Lamar Jackson is the regular season MVP. Multiple time regular season MVP.
Yes.
Who's the Super Bowl MVP every time?
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes. So you're looking at that in comparison, like, come on, regular season MVP? Because the other guy is winning the big ones, the finals MVPs, the championship MVP. So I think they're going to always be in conversation because of what he's doing during the regular season. The question is, can we see that MVP in the postseason to dethrone the one that's constantly winning the Super Bowl MVPs? So I think that's why you'll see a lot of it.
Bruce.
Yes, sir.
So Bruce, you say Lamar. So you say Lamar is top 3 in the league.
Yeah,
so
I believe so.
Who's over top of him then? Every 3.
If I just had to pick, so are we talking about the top 3 as they're playing right now, or just the top 3 quarterbacks in the league? Because that's like 2 different things.
Who's the top 3 right now in the world quarterback in the world? I don't give a fuck.
Ooh.
Who's the top 3 in the world right now?
Okay, so it's going to be Mahomes. Like, it doesn't matter that he's not playing well. I'm not taking him out of there. It's Mahomes, Lamar, and that third is either Josh Allen or Joe Burrow. Maybe Goff, but Josh Allen or Joe Burrow.
Okay.
What?
I got you in that. I got you. Hey, let me say this. I'm ready to just address the elephant in the room.
Yeah, good.
Our poor defensive play going to be the death of us.
I hope not.
No. Listen. When we get in the playoffs and everybody up and running, if we can't cover, if we giving up 450 yards of offense, even though we doing our thing too, that's playing too close to the thing. Our defense is playing out of whack. We look confused. Motherfuckers running wide open.
The pass defense.
Zach Orr over there looking lost.
Well, Zach Orr has Dean Pease is being an advisor to him now, so I think they'll get that in line by the time.
Eddie Jackson, he's playing like shit. Marcus Williams playing like shit.
Okay.
Roquan look a step slow. Motherfuckers running wide open in the middle. Even though he cracking shit now, he most definitely cracking shit. I think I truly believe Zach Orr is blitzing at the wrong time.
Okay.
I believe that he's playing at times. He's playing Kyle Hamilton too close to the line too much.
Go Irish.
There you go.
He basically got the same personnel. he basically got the same personnel from last year.
Right. Yeah, he does.
Even though the pressure is a tick below what it was last year, a few ticks below. Our pass defense a few ticks below, and it's week. We're going into week 8 now. Come on now, we should have been had together at least by week 5. See, I gave the first 2 games. That was nothing but preseason. 17 games. Ain't nobody playing preseason. That was a 2 giveaway games. I already knew you was on an 8-game run. I already knew it was coming.
I think it's listen. We still got half the season to get that back. Right. That pass defense, that secondary in order. And I think it's going to come around. It's not going to be what it was last year, but it's going to come around and it's going to be effective enough. So it's going to be all right. And what I noticed too, that secondary makes timely plays, right? Yes, guys put up a lot of yards, but they make timely plays. And I think in some cases that's just as important, you know?
True.
Yeah. So
true.
That's what I see.
As long as we have it together by December, January,
there you
I'm
go.
good.
That's right.
Understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Raekwon just seemed like Raekwon been playing like shit ever since he been dressing like a Paris runway model. Man, he been dressing all weird and shit coming into the goddamn game. Motherfucker, Raekwon went to Paris to the goddamn summit, them goddamn runways over the front, dressing like a goddamn supermodel and shit. Coming in the game looking all weird and shit. Like, what the hell going on?
Oh,
that's why you step slow. Plus, he look about 7-8 pounds heavy. Heavier than what he was last year. A little chunky. He's a little chunky this year. But yeah, man, we gonna get it together, man. Let y'all boys go, man.
All right, brother, man. Thank you so much for calling,
man. Nice talking to y'all.
No doubt, bro. Appreciate the calls, man. Thank you, brother. All right. Okay, so we are going to that's a great call from Bruce. Obviously passionate Ravens fan from Baltimore, along with G. You see that though, Bruce a little more objective though.
I was gonna say that. was like, he's reasonable. He's reasonable. Like, all right, I get it. You know, G like F that.
Right. But again, always gotta remember, man, fan is short for fanatic. That's a real thing. That's a real
but
thing.
G is a passionate ride or die.
Man,
blinders on, like, nah, bro, ride or die Ravens.
So you can be ride or die, but that doesn't mean you can't be objective. Like, that's the thing.
Damn. Spell objective. That's what he gonna say. Spell it.
RAVEN.
Exactly. Like, spell it. RAVEN.
Oh my goodness.
That's right. That's it, bro. That's how we spell objective.
That's how we spell it. That's how we spell it in B-more. No doubt. All right, another good episode. Another really good episode, man. A lot of passion, a lot of knowledge. So we're gonna go ahead and we are gonna call it right here. Just short of 4 hours. Another marathoner, but man, great show. A lot of passion in the chat and on the calls. So I love that. I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure if you haven't already, I know I say it all the time, but I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe on the way out. Make sure you hit that share button, man. I know all of y'all text your buddies and talk sports. Text them the link to our channel.
Yes.
Text them the link to the Format Podcast so they can get in here too, man.
Especially when y'all calling in like, hey, man, I'm about to go on this live real quick. Tell me what I'm about to say. Push it, bro. Push it, man.
Yeah, that's it.
And when we get more y'all in here talking that trash, more Ravens fan. Hopefully we get one more Green Bay fan. I got to hold it down for the Green.
Yeah, find one. I tell you what though, like the chat is already wild. Could you imagine like we get some more crazy people in this joint? Oh my goodness.
Hopefully not like the. All right, never mind.
Stop. But all right, y'all, we're gonna stop it right here, man. Great show. We appreciate all of your interaction. We appreciate your time. Appreciate the super chat, my main man G, always. And what is this? Wednesday. All right. Probably got some downtime until Saturday. Some great college football coming up this weekend. We're gonna be on Saturday night during freaking me and Steve gonna come to your crib, man. Keep doing it. Pause.
Come back here. I got a 4-5. I got a 9. I got
this baby hat on, man. Yeah. But no, we're gonna be on Saturday night. Right during that freaking what you call it, LSU and Texas A&M. That's gonna be a hell of a game.
Y'all gonna be live?
Y'all, you and me on too, fool.
That's why I was confused, bro. I didn't know what was going on.
Appreciate you, Steve. Appreciate you, brother. But yeah, that's gonna be a hell of a game. So by the way, everybody, we need Texas A&M to beat LSU this weekend. So keep that in your prayers or however you want to do it.
Draft of what?
I have no idea. I don't like mock drafts, man, because there's so much information that we are not privy to. I don't really do them.
The NFL, I'm assuming that he's talking about.
I have no idea what he's referring to. Probably. I really don't know. But we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, and we will talk to you all next time. I don't anticipate another show until Saturday, but you never know if stuff happens because we're getting up near the trade deadline in the NFL. So if stuff happens, you all know I will. I'll just get on and do a live as I have it. So we'll see what happens.
No, absolutely.
Navy's QB. I go to church with his uncle, who's an Ohio kid. Oh, really? Okay, all right.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah, tell him you're praying. You're praying they lose.
Negative. Don't do that.
Oh man. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, no, I think it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, we're gonna get out of here. All y'all have a good night, man. We'll see y'all next time, man. We out. Peace.
I know.
I got it now.